Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 2024 Rudies! Yes, everybody, it's the pre-show, which means it's all the stuff that you don't really want to listen to, because this is not the Rudies yet. It is the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. Why? Is that a new... See how that timer is doing like the fucking hundredths of seconds?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Maybe I gotta minimize that.
That's a little unsettling.
We're live, everybody, live in the. I don't. It just gets smaller and smaller.
I think we've only noticed
Which
it
is the
because of how
opposite.
big it was.
Well, ain't that the truth, my brother?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sure.
I'm Tom.
This is 178 of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. This is the Big Time Rudies episode. That is our award show for all our favorite things in the previous year. Notice how we do it in January, like proper gentlemen, civilized human beings do, and not in December, where things happen. Things do happen in December. Santa Claus. You know, a lot of things happen. A lot of things happen in December that, need to be included into Rudy's contention.
Yeah.
And that's really the fair thing to do. You know what I mean? I think what also the fair thing to do, RudeNation, is for you guys to follow our social media platforms. We have a linktr, linktr.ee/RudeBoyz. You can follow our social media presence, our Instagram, our X account for the time being, Blue Sky, which we're hopefully trying to kind of increase a little bit, Threads if Tom doesn't burn it to the ground, TikTok if the U.S. government doesn't burn that to the ground, Facebook, which is already a cinder. Yeah, Instagram's pretty much it, but really what you want to join is our Discord. Join our Discord in that link, or you can go to bit.ly/RudeBoyz Discord, all lowercase, and get involved with the RudeNation, man. That was the thing we started last year. It's 2025. We want to make it bigger, badder, ruder. That's a good catchphrase. And everything in between.
Well, that's what I'm doing on Threads.
Yeah, you are definitely doing that on Threads. But Threads we can't cultivate a relationship and a community with. Discord, I think we can kind of pick and choose good, smart, beautiful, handsome individuals to join us, much like some of our presenters we're going to have for the Rudies, much like people who have voted for the RudeNation Rocks the Rudies later in the show. We're going to reveal those poll results later.
I got a poll result for you.
There it is. Got to hang up on a word.
Yeah, my cock.
Yep. And furthermore, we would love if you guys could go on your platform, your podcast platform of choice per se, and give us 5 stars, rate, review us, and share this to us on our social media platforms. We will give you a shout out. We've done it in the past last year. We're going to look to do it even more so this year. You can follow us on any place you get our podcasts, Apple, Google, which is also YouTube now. But our home away from home, the Rudies HQ, the RudeBoyz HQ, rudeboyz.podbean.com. Yeah, Tommy, you got something on your mind?
Give us 5 stars. Don't be like that fucking bum, Bret Hart, and give 4 stars. Give us 5 stars.
What did Bret Hart give 4 stars to?
Isn't that like a whole thing? Like he was rating matches. He's like 4 stars.
Are you talking about Dave Meltzer?
No, I thought it
Bret
was
Hart.
Bret Hart.
Yeah. Was this just your turn to shit on Bret Hart? Is this 2025?
I
turn on Bret Hart?
I will always find a reason to shit on Bret Hart and Bill Goldberg.
Okay. I mean, but like you.
I will agree with Bret Hart shitting on Bill Goldberg, but if I can shit on Bret Hart, I will shit on Bret Hart.
So it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but also my enemy.
Exactly.
That's a pretty good title right there. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, but also my enemy.
Exactly. But what we actually want from you, Nation, besides following us on all our socials,
yes,
hitting our link tree up, hitting our Discord up, we want you guys for this episode to join us for, since it's the Rudies, join us for a RudeBoyz special.
We love this time of year. We have, it's obviously the end of the year, and now it's the Rudies, and then we have the Hype Train episode. Get hyped for that next time. But this is the season for a RudeBoyz special.
Oh, yeah.
And Tom, do we have to really even explain what a RudeBoyz special is?
No, if we do...
It's 2025.
Yeah. If we gotta explain what it is by now...
You haven't been listening.
You haven't been listening, which...
But we don't want to ostracize any new listeners, so what is a RudeBoyz special?
I mean, let's be fair, I don't listen.
You don't listen, but you do experience it. You're there.
Yeah.
Tom's defense is, I'm there.
Wow, you finally giving that to me, huh? You always get on me for not listening.
I don't know. That needed to be. That needed to happen. That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Anywho,
He wants to like peg me or something.
So a Rude Boy special, Tommy,
is a shot of Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
You clink, you drink, and then you take a swig of Miller High Life, established in 1903.
the champagne.
Clink and drink that High Life.
Beers. So it's the Rudy season. It's the pre-show. We're
Chris
getting ready
shots.
for the thing. I've been tolerating Jameson shots. I've
Yeah.
noticed. I've been prepared. I mean, I was on a job site, 2024, that we would go to the library. We call that. And we would imbue in some Jameson shots.
I thought it was me
getting
training you to get better.
I'm sure that helped as well.
Yeah.
Those were like the training wheels.
Not looking like a little bitch.
Those were
when
the
doing
training
the
wheels
shots.
off the bike.
Right.
And that was my practice riding the bike, two-wheeled on my own, you know?
Next will be a unicycle.
What is that? What is that in the liquor parlance?
A double shot of
Let's get
Jameson.
the fuck out. Yeah, no chaser. All right, let's clean it up. Rude Boy special. Happy Rudies, everybody.
Happy Rudies, everyone.
So see, to me, that's better than. I mean, this is more expensive than the liquor we had before.
Yeah, paper towel.
Oh boy,
I don't know why.
baby made a boom boom.
Fucking side of my mouth just doesn't want to swallow right.
I don't know. There's jokes to be had about that.
You're an idiot.
But the liquor the whiskey we had earlier.
Yeah.
This is a little behind the scenes right now. Behind the scenes of the behind the scenes.
Tom's R&D.
We had we've been making some Irish cream, and I don't want to say cheap liquor, but it was cheap. It was cheap whiskey.
It was
a
low grade.
Yes, because I make it. I'm not going to spend high quality booze when I'm making cocktails. Sorry, guys. All right. I think it's part of the art. I think you can make good art with lower grade tools, and you can have your high grade tools for itself. You know, you can have a shot of Jameson, and you can enjoy that yourself. But if you want to have some lower grade whiskey or liquor or anything like that, and you mix it into a delicious tasting cocktail, guess what? It tastes just as good, from my humble opinion. Anyway, I think this is a lot more smooth than the previous whiskey we had. Excuse me. But that's just my opinion, Tom. What do you think? Is Jameson more smooth than what you had earlier? I think so.
It is. I mean, Jameson's also, like you said, higher grade.
Yes, correct.
Like that. Like I could go up to the bar right now, where that bottle is, and probably chug a good chunk of what's left in that bottle.
Okay, but could you chug this?
That's more of a sipper.
Why?
Because it's Jameson. It's more of a
Oh, so you respect it more.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This is like a fancy escort.
Exactly.
You would say.
Yeah.
And the whiskey up there is some street trash. You would just.
Jesus.
I can't even finish.
No, Chris, finish it.
Some
finish
no,
it.
I don't finish it. Much like you would tell the homeless street trash. Anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. We play characters here.
You're
on Rude
terrible.
Boyz Power Plus and every Rude Boyz Podcast Network show. Tommy, we're in the pre-show. This fucking seconds counter is really fucking me up. I don't know why it's doing that.
I feel like it's always been there. We just never noticed.
Yeah, it's giving me milliseconds. I don't need milliseconds.
Yeah, well,
I can
you're
just
used
go
to
for
looking at millimeters.
That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good. That's really funny.
Nothing's gonna top that.
Nothing will top that. All right, so we'll see you next week on the Rude Boyz Power Hour Plus. I'm gonna cut the outro into there.
Sure.
But no, we're not done with the outro.
Some quick blitzkrieg.
Yeah, let's talk about some stuff that's going on in the world today.
Rory
Lord
McCann
knows we need it. Yes.
To replace Ray Stevenson as Balin Skull.
Yeah. So on the Star Wars kick, we watched Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew's a lot of fun.
It is.
We'll talk about that and what you've been up to, sort of thing, or RudeBoyz catch up, whatever we don't really
whatever
label
the
these
fuck
things
it's
right
dubbed.
there. But Star Wars is Star Warsing. I think people generally liked Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And obviously the world was saddened to have lost the actor who played Baylan Skoll, Ray Stevenson, while Ahsoka was airing. Who was a pretty pivotal character in that series, you know?
Agree,
we didn't know what was happening, if there was going to be a second season, if there was going to be this, if there was going to be that. Because Star Wars is handled very loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
So they are recasting the character, which I think is a wise, because it is an important character. And they are replacing it with Rory McCann, best known for The Hound.
Is it McCann or McCann?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the actor who played the Hound in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And he played
Yarp
from Yarp. No, Yarp from Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
And he's obviously in a whole lot of things, you know.
Those are the only two things I know him from.
But he was presumably also friends with Ray Stevenson, which is very nice, very helpful. People were also saying like get Gerard Butler, because I guess they have a very similar physique.
Yeah. I could have seen that happening as well.
Yeah, but I think Rory McCann, that's a good that is a good cast.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, like talking about Game of Thrones, like they casted Dario, they recast characters
correct
when needed, and they don't fucking talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, granted, it's not a situation where the actor dies, but like, you know, these things tend to happen, and if it's an important character that needs to continue its tale, I think that's wise, and you would want to respect that actor's accomplishments, especially, and their effort in the previous season or seasons, and you know, kind of, you know, I think this is a wise move. They're doing it respectfully. They're not like fucking CGing it, and they're having the character live on, you know. And I'm sure they will talk about it. They will touch upon it, and it's just
sucks
what we think. No,
things
it sucks.
happen.
Yeah. But I think this is the best way to handle. that.
Yes. WWE and TNA make a multi-year deal, which is pretty fucking cool, man. Seeing a lot of those TNA people showing up in NXT was like pretty badass.
It definitely felt a little one-sided. Now I think we could talk about this more, because this whole concept was nominated for.
I think Roxanne showed up in TNA.
Did she?
Yeah, I believe she did.
Well, because I know, like, you know, they were like, oh, like, NXT gets Jordan Grace, and TNA gets Wendy Chu.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect to any of the talent, but it's like, there's certain levels. Like, we're sending you our champ.
Yeah.
You're sending us not your champ, you know, but whatever.
Just put the North back together and let them run roughshod.
You may.
In both fucking tag divisions.
They teased it with the Rascals. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, the whole NXT TNA partnership that stemmed from 2024 is nominated for Best Wrestling Rudy of the Year.
Right.
And this is just kind of an evolution of that, you know what I mean? Like, it is more of a, you know, especially with the Royal Rumble right around the corner, you might see some, you know, you might see a Joe Hendry, you might see a Hardy Boys.
You might see a Nick Nemeth show up.
You might see a Nick Nemeth. Yeah, I don't know. Like, how would he even, you know.
Dude, that would be fucking hysterical.
That would be. Like,
and he wins? Oh my God.
God. We were just talking about this off air as far as, like, how many main event talent you have in WWE at the time, or talent who could just, you know, I'm headlining, I'm not, you know, whatever, you know, in and out. Like, it's tremendous, you know what I mean? And I truly don't think that Nick Nemeth is going to win the Royal Rumble 2025. Yeah. But
honestly, there's one person if it's not one of your typical guys to win this year, the dark horse I would say is LA Knight.
That would be that would shake it up. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love a good Rumble that shakes things up. And it was funny.
Instead of getting your Roman Reigns to win, or your John Cena.
Like, I think the last time I felt like, ooh, that's shook up was when Drew won.
Yeah,
2020, because that was like, he was groomed for it. And it was great when he won it. Right. You know what I mean? Like, Cody winning is one thing. Cody was like, that's expected, but like, yeah, like that I'm cool
Yeah.
with that. You know what I mean? Batista winning was expected. I was not okay with that. You know what I mean?
Right,
Hence
right,
our
yeah.
Rude Boys rank up we did of that.
Right, right.
You know, but like I would, yeah, an LA Knight would be an unexpected
Right.
twist. You know, it's like watching these Rumbles like we are currently right now. We're watching 2001. And like we watched 2000, we watched I watched 2002. You know, you see Rumbles. We watched 99. You see Rumbles where you're like, D'Lo Brown ain't winning.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like you watch these things, or nowadays it's like Santos Escobar isn't winning. You know, like no disrespect to the talent, but it just booking decisions. You got to think about the big picture, brother.
Yeah, I mean, we could see top dollar. I mean, AJ Francis show up again.
You're not wrong. You could.
We could see AJ maybe going for the TNA title against Nick Nemeth.
Tom,
that would actually be. I would be down for that feud.
What I remember, I'm going to propose this right now, and I know we've been.
Yes,
we have
I
not
will.
yet. Take it easy. We have not yet.
Pump 'em.
Developed. Shut the fuck up. We've not yet developed like topics yet for the Rude Boys Power Hour Plus going into this new era. However,
New era.
This new era. 2025.
You mean New Year?
Whatever, dude. But when we did our Forbidden Door WWE AEW match card, we should probably do one with TNA and WWE, or maybe TNA and because really the partnership is TNA NXT.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know, man.
We don't know because Jordan Grace did show up in the Women's Royal Rumble last year and the year before.
She could show up this year, not win, because it's gonna probably be Charlotte.
Right.
That fucking dud.
Okay.
Her and her conjoined twin.
Oh my god. Again, it's gotta bury Bret Hart. Gotta bury fucking Charlotte Flair. There, Tom's face is like...
Charlotte Flair is only where she
right
is
now.
because of her last name, and you know it.
Okay.
She's a talentless bitch.
Okay. I don't think she's talentless.
Yes,
I think she
is.
has talent.
Yeah.
I think she's just, you know...
She's an idiot.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, fine.
Just listen
we'll
to
agree
me
to
for
disagree.
Once. No, we're going to agree because I'm right.
Okay.
You know it.
All right.
You jerk.
Is that it in our...
I mean, real quick,
streak?
we got fucking 2025 just wants to start off.
No, yeah.
R.I.P. to Bob Uecker.
Yes.
WWE Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Baseball Hall of Famer.
Yep.
And
Major League star.
Yes.
Star of Major League, I would dare
star
say.
of Mr. Belvedere.
Star of Mr. Belvedere.
And David Lynch, who did Mulholland Drive.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah. It's just,
Eraserhead, a ton of...
yeah, it's like, yo, 2025. It's January.
Yeah, fucking pump them.
Pump them. Chill out. So,
Pump them, baby.
that sucks. Clink it up. Drink it up.
Clink it up, drink it up. Rest in power, Bob Uecker and David Lynch.
Chris.
Tom.
Chris.
Oof.
You alright?
Yeah.
Oh.
Woo. Yep.
Chris tooted. What have you been up to?
Oh, Tommy.
Oh, Chrissy.
What have I been up to?
Stuff, I
playing
see.
games, still rocking and rolling on the video games in 2025. Finished up Rise of the Golden Idol, which I said I wasn't going to talk about games until I finished them, and I talked about it a little bit last year. Fucking sue me. Finished up Rise of the Golden Idol and the prequel, or the game before it, which I know is a prequel, but it wasn't like, whatever.
Okay, no one's arguing with you, Chris.
I feel like you're
literally
I feel like you were
arguing.
gonna.
You're arguing with yourself.
Yes, you're right. The Case of the Golden Idol. The case finished that one up, plus all the DLC that came along with it. Both games were available. If you have a Netflix account, just download them on your phone.
Right.
Keeping Tom awake, but
Fuck
they are
you.
detective style games. It's like a diorama. You have to kind of figure out. There's clues, and you just have to kind of piece shit together. What I like about it is you start to put things together, and it works kind of like as your thought process goes. So like it will present you with this almost like Mad Lib sort of thing where it's like blank blank saw blank do blank 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 blank, and you're like, what words go where, and then you kind of like solve the puzzle as it goes. And sometimes it doesn't work out because you might have missed something. So then maybe you're like, maybe they didn't shoot this person. Maybe they poisoned this person or something like that. You know what I mean? And then you kind of have to like, you know, then your whole thought process changes.
Right.
Like, oh, but it was that person, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, and that's like the brain tinglies I like about this game.
Right, right.
Other than that, it's ugly. It's obtuse. It was free with my Netflix subscription. But I did generally enjoy it.
Okay. Good, I'm glad.
That's that. Not a big phone game player. Do you want me to just keep going talking about video games? Because I'll just do some small.
You talk about games, then I'll talk about games.
You've got a big one we want to talk about. Played Alter Beast on stream. Twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469. This was like at 1 a.m. because I got some new streaming equipment to test, and it worked out because the game is fucking an hour long. It's also a piece of junk, but I love it because I grew up with it.
Yeah.
That's that.
Got to watch it. You watched me get aggravated playing it.
Yes, I do remember that. I was talking to TJ, our boy TJ, about that. Played through Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Tommy.
Oh, you did.
Have you heard about a little game called this Call of Duty Black Ops 6? This independent game that just is one. It is not duty. It's fine, I guess. I'm not a big listen. The last first-person shooter I played that I really enjoyed probably was like Titanfall 2.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like even like the new Doom games that came out were fun, but like I wasn't like I didn't think about them. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, okay, that was a thing, that was a time, and this is kind of what I wanted to. It was included with my Game Pass subscription, so I was like, what else? You know, why not? And I can't really compare it to any other Call of Duties, obviously, because I haven't played any of them. But I like when they do when I think Call of Duty, I think, here's a mission, there's a gun, go at them, you know what I mean? Because it's like the Black Ops series, and because there's like more spy shit involved, there's maybe a mission where you have to like just gain intel, you know what I mean? And look at shit and search stuff and, you know, kind of find things. There's that. There's portions where it's almost like an open world. Like you have to kind of like, it's a big map. You have to kind of like destroy these missile silos in several different corners of the map. How you get there, which ones you do first, what you do in between there is kind of up to you.
Right, yeah.
There's one mission in particular which I really enjoyed. Slight spoilers. You're kind of like behind enemy lines, and you need to basically sabotage shit. So they give you like 3 objectives. One of them is like you have to stop a radar dish from operating so your friends can come in, okay? How do you sabotage this radar dish? Do you just straight up blow it up? Do you talk to the guards and like let you shut it off?
Right.
Or do you like cut power differently? You know what I mean? Like that's kind of cool. Like I dig that stuff.
Right.
Because the shooting ain't my bag. I like had to lower this difficulty down because I felt like as soon as I got into a firefight, and that could be just me, I just felt so like I just wanted a power fantasy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you give me these fun, you know, single player adventure shit, all right, like I can wrap my head around this. That's cool.
Yeah. No, I mean,
but like if you give me a gun with unlimited ammo and let me add it just for the shit of it, like there is one mission later in, you just take a tank through an airport, and I'm like, this is cool. This is what I'm talking about.
Right. This is pod racing.
Right. That's what I'm all about.
Okay.
So it was an enjoyable time.
Right.
I'm glad I didn't have to spend any extra money on it based off of because I had my Game Pass subscription, and I thought about the Call of Duty series maybe for like an hour after, and then I stopped.
Right.
Until right now. Because I thought, I'm like, maybe there's something else on Game Pass. Maybe something else is included. Nope, don't care. Hurdles, I'm out.
It was cool watching you play, like, for, like, that 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, how did the rest of your squad do? Like, did they just start breaking out into, like instruments, like
PVC drums and stuff like that?
Like throwing, like, blue paint at people?
we disbanded the Blue Man Group at the end of it. Yeah, no.
Dude, that shit threw me the fuck off.
Well, because I put on, like, accessibility options thinking, oh, you're just going to give me subtitles. But you made it like, oh, we're going to turn every accessibility option on, which is a beautiful thing, don't get me wrong. But I was like, this is jarring. And especially for Baby's First Call of Duty, I'm like, I don't need any sort of other shenanigans involved. One more game I'll mention before I throw it over to Tommy. Squad 51 versus the Flying Saucers. Purchased it on Switch. Came out, I think, in 2023. Is a shoot 'em up.
Right.
It's a 50s. It's like how do I put it? You're fighting aliens. A tale as old as time, and it's like a World War II ship. The theme of the whole thing is it's like a 1950s B movie sci-fi. Wow.
Not do that again.
It has full motion video. It has like wacky sepia tone graphics.
I dug it.
Stop motion fucking monsters you fight. Like it's got so much charm.
Right.
Which I think the coming off of 2024, which we'll talk about. The thing I love about video games is if the game is shitty is one thing, it has to have charm. It has to try.
Yeah.
And I need and when I feel that, I'm like, yes, that's what I like. You know? And I really like this. I liked it enough to share a drink that Tom helped me research and develop. The Taste Victim over here on Instagram.com/Shermixalot. SHERMIXALOT 64. But it's also shared on RudeBoyz and my own Instagram account. But I really did enjoy it. And it was short, and it has like a little roguelike elements where like you play a level and you might die, but your cumulative score that you keep increasing unlocks more perks, unlocks more buffs, side weapons, stuff like that. And it was a lot of fun.
I dug
for like 4 hours or whatever it was. It was a lot of fun.
I dug the look of this because like I said when you were streaming on our Twitch,
which is
RudeBoyz 469.
Well, yes, but what's the
at twitchtv.com, right?
Twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469.
I was so close.
You were so close, but you need to be 100% accurate to give them the right address.
Yeah, well, that's why I have you.
Fair.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't surf. I hire people to surf for
okay,
me.
Fine. Well, finish your thought.
It looked like I dug it because it was like very it looked very like R-Type, which I love.
Oh yeah.
And
that's how it played. Yeah.
And 1941, it also had that feeling as well,
the old
which I dug.
Shoot 'em up, sure.
Yeah. No, it looked like a very fun game. I'll wait till it's on sale.
Yeah, that's fine.
To grab it.
Here's when Chris Benoit gets the brain scrambles.
Yeah. Yep, and murdered.
Oh, there you go. Chavo, lock the door, lock the dogs in the outside yard, or whatever he said. Anyway, its look. You did bring this up on chat in when I was streaming it. It is hard to kind of follow what's going on sometimes because it leans so heavy into the black and white aesthetic.
Right, yeah.
Sometimes you're like, I didn't even see that fucking thing happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like, the black and white aesthetic definitely threw me off a little bit.
I think if things were like highlighted, maybe like they had like a little white outline or something, just to kind of like show that like, here comes the ships instead of, and they're coming from behind you where you might not expect. Like I think that would probably help. But again, still loved it. I love, again, it's the charm, it's the homages.
Right.
The game I was thinking about. My God, I still can't remember it. Crow Country. How it was an homage to the late 90s survival horror games.
Okay.
This was an homage to the 1940s, 50s B-movie sci-fi movies. Yeah. I really did just dig it.
Nice. Good.
Now, you played something that was a bit of an homage to the old samurai films.
Yes.
A game I enjoyed last year as well.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
I Chris was very surprised that I finished it as fast as I did.
You banged through it.
Really enjoyed it. And it's just, and I think the reason I banged through it was and I love doing the game clubs, but it's I'm not being okay, I'm not being worried I'm gonna pass you too much. So it's I liked, like I said, I liked the game clubs, but this I was able to do at my own pace, which was apparently marathons.
You did, yeah.
I mean, there's still a lot of the side stuff, which because I was I want to save these stories because I'm so involved in the story, and there were some things I did. I mean, the The one mythic I wish I did was the one where it sets my sword on fire.
Oh yeah, dude,
I think that would have made the con fight a lot easier.
I think that's like a perk that really just helps during regular battles. Like the duels, it doesn't.
I'm talking
really...
about the second con fight where you're able to use your
weapons and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not the first one.
Yeah, the first was like a duel.
Yeah. I love this I love the look, the aesthetics of this game. It's just so I love feudal Japan.
Yeah.
Like that's like one of my favorite time periods.
Okay.
So it's like I love the character Jin. Like I played him in a way that I was just like, all right, I'm on that borderline.
Okay.
Of like, you know,
samurai.
I'm doing shady shit.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I have honor.
Well, because like I think that's how the character was or that's how the gameplay was introduced,
right?
Too,
yeah,
you know, like you're supposed to kind of like get shit done, but also like be better than them. You know what I mean? And like, so for the uninitiated, the game is a feudal Japan tale where the Mongols invade Japan, or the Mongols invade Tsushima Island. And, you know, they're obviously don't fight with honor, so it's like, how do we fight the dishonorable? Like, you kind of have to get your hands dirty. Yeah, which goes against the samurai code.
You kind of have to sink down to their level a little bit.
Yeah, like, so... I remember playing it, I almost had, like, personas, where, like, I know there's a portion in the game where you unlock... Or it's an option, I'm sorry, where you can change, like, loadouts almost. And I tried to do that, but it was very overwhelming to me. So basically what I mean by it is, like, you could pick a different... you have perks or charms or things.
Yeah.
So you, like, if you carry your this charm with your sword, you have better block or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they're perks. You could choose different perks for whatever style you're playing at. So if you want to sneak, you might want to have a perk where you don't get discovered as quickly, or you're more silent. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, my charms were just brutal.
Yeah, no, my charms were like just defense and like health, you know, like basic stuff.
Yeah, like I had the, like, after, I guess the person who's like, after your mother died, like the one who raised you, you know, after her story ends and you get a charm from her, it's just like, arrows have a 25% chance of poisoning enemies. And I'm like, yep. Yeah. I really liked using, because when you get the blowgun, I love using the hallucinogen.
That's really fun. Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? You guys do my dirty work for me.
You basically kind of like turn one against the enemies and
go
nuts for a little bit. Yeah, I would do that. So like with the loadouts though, what I was saying was like there would be times I would actively change my costume depending on the time. Like if I knew I was traveling for a long distance, I'd put on like the traveler's cloak or whatever the fuck it was called, and then I would be like, you know, the map would reveal a little more, and you know, if I knew I was going to be sneaky, I would turn into like a, you know, I would have that look.
The ghost.
You know, yes. And if I knew I was going to go in for a fucking fight, I would change my outfit depending on that, you know?
Yeah, I tried sneakies several times.
Yeah.
And then it just was like, oh, I'm found out. Well, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, the game's good like that, you know what I mean?
I really like... Man, that part with the horse killed me.
That's like the one death in that game where I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. So then, you know, my uncle pissed me off the whole time. Like, I get
in the game.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll go with the game. We'll go with the game.
In the game.
Where it's just like, dude, look, man, your country's under invasion.
Right.
Against these brutal fucking bastards. You know what? And everything Jin said to him, like that one part where Lord Shimura, like, backhands you. Okay. When like, Jin goes like this, he's like, well, I've done more for our people than you have done this whole time.
Right.
And
yeah, because you fought for him.
And I'm like, he's 100% right.
Yeah.
So, like, and then there's the whole, like, fight at, like, where you have to fight your uncle.
Uh-huh.
In the dueling. What did you do? what was your choice?
What do you mean as far as, like, when you
Did
finished?
you spare him or did you kill him?
I spared him because I feel like him wanting to die was like, that's what you want. I think I did. I don't really even remember, but I feel like that's what he would want.
Right.
So I was like, no, you don't get to do that. You know what I mean? Which I knew also was like, which was like double-edged for him because it was like, you know, when a samurai is dishonored, they're supposed to die. And then I was like, no, you don't get to die. Yeah. That's what I chose. I think. Yeah. I think that's what I chose.
I spared him.
Okay, yeah.
Because I want him to live, knowing that, one, I'm the better swordsman.
Right.
And two, that I want him to live with his own family dishonor of him just being like, oh, I have to, like, literally do what the Shogun is telling me to do.
Yes.
I want, and, you know, whether you are my sisters, because I looked it up.
Okay. Lord Shimura
was Jin's mother's brother.
Okay.
I thought, because, like...
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, you know, I wanted him to live with that shame. So I was like, you know what? Fuck you, dude.
Right.
I'm like, I'm the better man. Like,
yeah, there was a little bit of that too involved.
So like, it was just such a good fucking game.
Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And it's really making me look forward to Ghost of Yotei.
Listen, Ghost of Yotei might pop up in our hype episode, so
it might. Who the fuck knows? If it's as good as this,
oh, it will be.
It might be 2025 Game of the Year.
Well, listen, like, I mean, that might be our Spider-Man 2 of this year. I mean, we're getting the Switch also, so
that's true.
Second Switch.
Well, that'll be the system.
That will be the Switch. Well, who knows what else is going to come with it? You know, we're going to talk about it in our hype episode. Mm-hmm. Best we can, at least.
Yeah.
Game-wise, I think that's all we've been playing.
That's all we've been playing. What you've been reading some shit?
Yes,
right?
I have. So some jerk got me the Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 3 and 4.
Okay. Sounds like a nice asshole.
Yeah, some nice guy.
I'll fucking bleach that asshole.
Okay, take it easy.
Pom pom.
From the collected editions I had, like the graphic novels, I was into whatever the content Volume 3 was providing. Which was kind of like, I think maybe Ultimate Spider-Man 80s or something like that. Probably 80s, 90s. Like, that's where it's kind of like number-wise, issue-wise.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so because 100's a big deal, obviously. So I'm almost done with Volume 3, which is, you know, those stories. What stories are included, you say? Well, the ones that I read, well, somebody asked, is the Ultimate Spider-Man Clone Saga, which is...
that got weird.
Yes, it is...
That's where I stopped reading Ultimate Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
What about it? So tell me what you remember about Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, okay, so you were just immediately sold...
I'm very turned off with the whole, like...
You're done with clones.
Yeah,
you've been
especially when it involves Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's his thing, man. It's
I know.
the Spider-Man's Dark Phoenix. Like, it's always going to be there.
I know.
But Spider-Man's Clone Saga, Ultimate Spider-Man's Clone Saga, kind of is interesting because it deals with, and it's really well paced. I have to give Brian Michael Bendis the honors that I know he was dying for from the RudeBoyz Power Plus. And all our listeners across the world.
RudeBoyz Incorporated.
Exactly. The RudeBoyz Podcast Network.
Yeah.
Whereas he wrote a very well done clone story.
Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man story with clones involved.
Mm-hmm.
That also deals with, you know, Peter and Mary Jane getting back together, and Peter and Kitty Pryde having to break up.
Because that is when they were they were dating.
Yeah. That's pretty much where I picked up the omnibus from. Like, that's kind of where I was.
Right. The main clone was Jessica.
Well, not the main clone. So there's several Spider-Man clones in the Ultimate Spider-Man Clone Saga.
Right.
One of them's like an evil one, which is like your Kane because he's got a screwed up face. One of them's like a 6-armed Spider-Man.
It's not evil. He just does.
But that's the homage. The homage is that
the dirty things that Peter wants.
The homage is that this clone is of Peter Parker,
Yeah.
and his face is so scarred up.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Right. Yeah.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Which apparently from like watching like YouTube recaps or whatever about that. That's like a big Bendis thing where he just kind of does this stuff. I do have an issue with
Bendis' Daredevil stuff was good.
Sure. I have an issue with I think Bendis is a good writer. I think Bendis has a problem with, again, this is also in the early 2000s.
In the year 2000.
Bendis has a problem with giving characters separate voices because like he'll use words like the phrase oi. He'll use that. Multiple characters will use that. Like, that's just like, that's a telltale sign of one single writer writing for multiple characters, and you're running out of words to use right now.
Yeah.
Or like a lot of Yiddish things, you know, like, or just isms or something like that, you know what I mean? Where it's like, first off, nobody would say that. Secondly, 3 people said that. Like, you know what I mean? I think he writes teens poorly because he uses really dated, I agree. But like his teen drama stuff is fine because like shortly after the Clone Saga, which was around Ultimate Spider-Man 100, which was a big deal.
Why?
Because it was 100 issues. Okay. It was Kitty Pryde ends up going to Midtown High, so it's drama. Oh my god. Because Peter didn't really break up with her, but Kitty saw him with MJ, and Spider-Man and Kitty Pryde had a very public relationship. You know, like it's like drama, like that's pretty good Peter Parker drama for being a teenager.
Is this?
Go ahead.
Was Gwen already introduced?
Gwen was introduced. Gwen was killed. Gwen was reintroduced as Carnage.
Okay, so did you already pass the part where, like, Gwen and MJ were kind of, like, being, like, thinking about doing a threesome with Peter?
They really horn up. These characters are 15.
They really horned up.
These characters are 15. Yeah. Like,
Bagley,
I love your art. Can't draw kids' faces. Maybe that's the point. Because, like, they're kids. They're, like, awkward. They're derpy. You know what I mean? Like, there's an... So... Sidebar, Peter reveals to Aunt May that he's Spider-Man.
Right.
They have a whole, like, issue. I think the last issue of the Omni is, like, the conversation, like they did in the 616, like, where it's just an issue of Peter talking it out, hashing it out with Aunt May. They do this in Ultimate Spider-Man. Aunt May is drawn very well, by my eyes, in Bagley style. Peter looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, because just like it's just maybe that's how you're just drawing it awkwardly. Again, it could be the inker, the colorist, it could all be the other things.
Right? Yeah.
Also, he draws these 15-year-olds like fucking smoke shows. You shouldn't be doing that.
No,
you really shouldn't be doing that. Like, granted, yes, you're not showing them topless or anything like that, but like you do the whole like they're naked, but here comes a wave of smoke across their titties. They're 15. Like, stop. That's weird.
No, I agree. It was like...
It's a little like...
Little problematic.
A lot
of problematic.
Yes. It's like anime. When you watch anime, and you're like, wow, that chick is stacked. That chick is 12. Like, stop it. Artists, what's wrong with you? Yikes. Anyway, art is subjective. And I do like Bagley's art, generally. And he draws a mean, good-looking adult woman. I'll just put it that way, okay? Absolved from everything. Tommy, what have you been reading?
So still going on my...
Please save me from this.
Please, still going on my Marvel Unlimited.
I hope so. I mean, you just got it.
Yeah. Oh, it's so fantastic. I love it. I'm reading the new Ultimate Universe.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say...
6160? Is that what it's called now?
I think so. Okay. I gotta say...
Oh, no, 6160 is what I'm reading.
I don't know. No way to know.
No way to know.
I gotta say, this is a little bit better than the one you're reading.
I've understood that. Yeah,
Spider-Man's really good.
This new Ultimate
Spider-Man really good. Ultimate X-Men, I like the way it's drawn, the way it's written, not so much.
It's drawn by Peach Mokomo?
Yeah. She also writes it too.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
But I don't like the way. I don't like the way she writes.
Okay.
It's just very, and it's cool though because like the X-Men, it's all taking place in Japan right now.
X-Men. You mean in the Ultimate Universe?
Yeah. Like Armor is the focus character,
right,
and she's like gathering her like group. Like Nico is in there.
Okay.
From the Runaways. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
I'm
Nico.
familiar.
Oh, you're familiar with Nico, right? Sorry.
RudeBoyz Game Club, Marvel, Midnight Sun.
Yeah. Take it easy.
They're fictional characters.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
also
joking around.
Surge is in there from
Lieutenant Surge
from New
City?
X-Men. No, from X-Men Academy. You idiot.
Sorry, jeez.
And like still introducing like characters.
Okay.
And they're fighting like their big bad is like Shadow King.
That's a good big bad.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good big bad.
Though none of them are telepaths, so it's a little unsettling right now.
Sure, it could be. I believe that. That's cool.
Ultimate Spider-Man we've talked about.
Yes, Ultimate Spider-Man up
really
for
good.
Rudie of Comic
Yeah, and I gotta say, those first 9 issues, really fucking good.
Nice, good.
Yeah, really digging them. Like the whole Harry aspect.
How much of this new Ultimate Universe is written by not Bendis, Hickman?
So far, I've only seen Spider-Man.
Okay, that's interesting. I think I think the Ultimate Universe, the original Ultimate Universe, was really just hinging on Spider-Man. I think because Bendis, again.
No, I'll also say X-Men as well.
Okay, I don't know. I'm only just repeating what I've heard.
That was Mark Millar wrote X-Men.
Okay,
and he was really good.
Okay,
like so Ultimate X-Men really good. Ultimate Spider-Man really good. The Ultimates interesting lineup.
In this one,
yeah. Because you have Tony Stark's son,
right?
Because he's the one that's giving everyone their abilities,
right?
And, so you have him.
I'm sorry. Did you read anything prior to this? Did you read what was the jump off point for this? Ultimate Invasion or some shit like that? What was it called? Like,
I don't know.
Like how the maker basically creates this.
Yeah,
universe,
but
right?
I know the maker's a piece of shit. So
no, I get that, but I'm like, I'm just curious on if you read it. Or
no,
if you read the actual
yet.
Story that.
I just really, because these issues are, they're so like, they're so new. So I kind of want to get familiar with these characters.
Okay.
So
and
it's
then
like
go back and see what happened.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
I got you.
Because you have Tony Stark Jr.
Right, yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Rogers.
Okay.
Hawkeye just joined.
Okay.
She-Hulk.
Okay.
Really, like, cool dynamics. Like, She-Hulk won't... It's not Jen Walters.
Yeah, aren't the Hulks, like, a different...
Well, it is Bruce Banner.
Oh, okay.
But he has the power of Iron Fist.
I have seen
things
that.
He doesn't fucking need.
I have seen that. That's clever.
Yeah,
to be like Hulk is Zen.
Yeah,
and he still has fucking strength. Like that, I dig that.
Hulk doesn't need is fucking the Iron Fist ability. It's a little fucking scary. I do like Hawkeye because they did approach Clint Barton.
Okay.
Clint Barton.
Yep.
And he kind of just walked away from it.
He's like, nah, I'm good. Nah, good, bro.
And it was a Native American kid that picked up the, like, arrows and everything.
I think I saw that, too, yeah. Like, just a little bit of...
Yeah. And then Black Panther's really fucking good, too.
Isn't on the Ultimates...
Oh, Doom's on there, too.
I was about to... There you go, yeah.
And
but
it's
Doom
Reed
is
Richards.
actually... That universe is Reed Richards, yes.
Yeah. and he's trying to figure out how to bring the Fantastic Four back.
Did you?
Because he's the reason that they're dead.
Is there an Ultimate Fantastic Four
Not yet.
book? So I know there's a book that was very well received. I wanted to pick it up. It was, I guess it was the origin of that universe's Fantastic Four. It's the cover's like Doom Mask, and it has like little mice and shit.
Yeah, that was like that was Ultimates.
Like 4,
four or 5.
I think it was 4 to be oh, get it?
Yeah, it was either I think you're right. I think it was 4.
Right.
But yeah, like really fucking like, and like you're that issue you just referred to. You're just reading. You're like, wow, you feel fucking terrible.
Because it's very disjointed from what. Because I've seen a couple pages of it.
Yeah.
And it's like almost told in like 4 chapters, but each part is told at the same time. It's like weird. Like you can read it, beginning to end, or you could read it like every other page or every other panel.
Yeah, it is
like that. It's very odd. I might want to just read that one just to be like, oh shit, that's pretty dope.
All right, next time I come by, I'll bring. It's easier to read on the tablet than on the phone.
Gotcha.
Because, like, to read on the phone, like, they kind of make the pages smaller.
Okay.
So it's like you got to double tap to read panel by panel by panel.
Yeah. With
the tablet, it's just like read it by page.
Yeah.
Which I like a lot better.
That's the move.
Yeah. I'm also reading... but yeah, Black Panther. I know. I talked to you offline about this. I was just like, it's really fucking good. Like you have Ra,
okay,
and you have Khonshu, like starting a war with Wakanda, and Khonshu is just like brainwashing people of Africa to like fight his war against Wakanda.
Okay.
Shuri is like the sergeant at arms.
Okay.
T'Challa's married to Okoye, which is weird.
Okay, that's a little okay.
Storm is with Killmonger.
Storm's not part of within Ultimate X-Men.
No.
Guessing? Okay.
No.
But, hey, I'm cool with that. Great big beautiful Marvel universe.
Yeah. I mean, this Ultimate Universe is really good. I'm really looking forward to having Ultimate Wolverine show up on...
Which is happening very soon.
Well, it happened.
It's happened on page.
Yeah, I just... Oh,
Ultimate,
my God.
Marvel Unlimited.
He looks so awesome, though. He looks real badass.
They definitely, like, mashed up Wolverine, Winter Soldier, and, like, Deadpool. It looks
yeah.
Like, the color scheme, the attitude,
the color
and the fucking
scheme
gimmick.
is great.
Yeah.
I actually saw this thing. It's like, what if Wolverine had vibranium in him instead of adamantium? They're like, he would be a monster.
Vibranium's stronger, right?
Stronger, lighter.
Right. Oh, it is lighter?
He wouldn't be dealing with the adamantium poisoning, so his healing factor would be stronger. Yeah. Oh, and then you have the whole kinetic thing.
Oh, yeah, true. That's a good point.
He would be a fucking monster.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's... I would say when they start releasing the trades with a good chunk of these like issues in them, I can't tell you what one to get and what one not to get because they're all really fucking good.
Hey, that's a really good...
I've really enjoyed like even Hickman
stuff
on Spider-Man.
Right.
I'm enjoying.
Right.
I've also been reading From the Ashes. That was like after the fall of Krakoa.
Okay.
So I've been reading all the books within that.
Okay.
X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, Wolverine, Dazzler, Phoenix. Phoenix I like because, Jean's like... Yep, there it is. Jean's trying to like... She's trying to make the name of the Phoenix like mean something better than just destruction.
Well,
but of course,
we've had several decades. Okay,
yeah,
it's time to do that maybe.
But of course, like and
a whole decimation of their people. Fucking decimation of planets is
okay. But of course, like people are afraid of the Phoenix,
right?
But like she's like there was an issue. She had a great moment with Captain Marvel.
Okay,
where she I think
I've seen
Captain Marvel was just like, we're kind of alike, like trying to like balance our situations.
Okay.
Gladiator's a piece of shit. He's like, no, I want her eliminated. And he decides to send in Gore the God Butcher after Jean.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
I did see stuff like that.
So yeah, no, I'm definitely. I mean, X-Men's really good with Cyclops and his crew.
Okay.
Uncanny X-Men, I'll let you borrow. That's really good. So far, nothing's really been a thing. I just read Dazzler last night.
This Marvel Unlimited thing, Tom, I think it's really working out for you. I'm not gonna lie. Like you have been like at a brand new buffet.
Yeah.
And just sampling and tasting everything.
And it's
which I think is the point. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it's like, newer issues don't hit for like 3 to 6 months. Cool. I have
3 to 6 months?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you have a whole catalog,
I have
but
a
still,
whole catalog.
Wow, they're really.
Well, they want to make they want to get all their money.
They want to make it at the stands, or
which I get
the stores,
and I'm there for that.
Yeah, no, I get it. Got to keep them alive, you know.
Absolutely. Like, I might even go back and read the Krakoa shit after that. Like, when I'm all like caught up. Like, right. I mean, I think I might read all the Onslaught stuff next soon.
Oh, wait, the old Onslaught stuff or like the newer? Oh, okay.
Yeah. The new one. The old one, rather.
Well, which one?
The old one.
The old 2000s one.
Yeah. You know, with shirtless Thor.
And Wasp is a monster, and Wolverine's also a monster, and
Hulk.
Hulk is a monster.
Well, Hulk's always a monster.
Well, yeah, but he's like
Hulk
monstrous.
is war.
Hulk is war?
Yeah. He became war, like, very, very briefly.
Okay.
Hulk is war. But yeah, no, Marvel Unlimited, very...
Definitely worth the price of purchase, which was free because it was a gift.
Yeah. Right. I mean, and honestly, like, I might even I'll probably renew next year.
There you go. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out if he does or not.
I mean, it's definitely a lot better reading it on a tablet, I said, than on a phone. Like, on a phone, it's good in a pinch.
Yeah, sure.
Like right now...
When you're pinching a loaf, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, next episode, I'm sure I'll finish the book that I'm reading. Right now, I started... God Love Man Kills. Mm-hmm. Holy shit! Those first few pages, I'm like,
that's Claremont too, or no?
Yeah. I'm like, I hate everyone and everything right now.
Right. Yeah.
Which is the point.
Yeah, that's a rough read.
And it's like very like, you're like, yeah, I don't think her arm should be like that.
Very much inspires X2, X-Men United.
Yeah, and also kind of a little scary because it's pretty much outlining what the next 4 years are going to be.
Yeah, it's amazing how we had all these warning signs of racism and racist-based attacks and class warfare, and it's amazing how much we've learned since then, since the 70s and 80s and 60s and 50s.
Instead, people vote with fear. I also decided to get a subscription to Crunchyroll.
Yes.
I started my One Piece journey again.
Okay.
God, I love this fucking show so fucking much.
I'm glad.
And it's like, it's weird how it does it, because it does the episodes, and then there's a movie between the episodes. It plays the movie.
What do you mean, like a movie? Like back in the DBZ parlance, there was like the OVA.
Yeah.
Are those movies canon? Because the Dragon Ball movies weren't canon. Oh, okay.
They follow. And, like, they'll reference back to those movies sometimes.
Right.
And you're like...
Okay, that's good.
Oh, wait.
So it's more like a special. Like a 3-part, but it's crammed into one big movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
But yeah. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff coming.
Okay.
2025 is going to be fun.
Well, next episode's going to be all about 2025.
Oh, yeah.
2025 hype. Right around the corner. Oh, I see the lights in the station. However... I think it's time, Tommy, to get to the theater, because it's time for the 2024 Rudies. Fuck you.
to the most extravagant award show of all time. We are going to start off with games. And presenting is my all-time favorite voice actor, Troy Baker. So sound like dogs. That's good.
Thank you, Michael. RudeNation, thank you for having me. I'm doing my best Sherm impression. Trying to get in on the ground floor when it comes to the movie rights and the video game rights for the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus when that comes. I'm just coming off of the stellar Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Yes, no, I know. Thank you. But
the Great Circle, jerk.
I don't know what that was, but I'm just here to I don't want to talk about me anymore. I want to talk about these great nominees for Best Game Rudie of 2024. The nominees are Astrobot, Vampire Survivors Ode to Castlevania, the Retro Realms Double Pack, Marvel Rivals, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. And the Rudie goes to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. Unfortunately, these 5 teens with attitudes could not be here to accept the Rudie, so here are the RudeBoyz. I don't know. Does that guy sounds like me? Are you sure?
Oh, he sounds
What
better.
do you think? He sounds better? God damn, fuck. Well, I mean, he did a really good Harrison Ford impression.
Yeah.
I guess he did an okay Sherm impression, but whatever.
Ticket.
That's no. Whoa, Harrison Ford? Harrison, are you here? Well, we're here actually on the podium right now. Are a couple of. I guess they knew it was just going to be you boys accepting this award and not the 5 teens
with
who
attitude.
are also of not legal drinking age. So,
Well, it depends on what year we're talking.
well, I mean, they're teens, Tom.
Well, no, because remember there was the whole.
Let's see.
time
I
paradox.
backpedaled out of some teen shit. Let's see
There
you
was no
backpedal
time.
out of that.
Remember, there was time paradox.
Okay, I understand.
In Rita's Rewind.
They're still teens, Tom. Are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, regardless of how old they are, they're still teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're timeless.
I look
They're
like a
timeless
fucking
characters.
teen guy.
They're timeless characters. You're a timeless character.
Damn right
All
I
right,
am.
can we take this fucking booze? Clink it up to the 2024 Rudies, everybody. Yeah, so we streamed for New Year's Eve Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind
Ugh.
on our Twitch, which is the address
Nope.
twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469.
I've been yelled at once tonight.
Where our archive is on youtube.com/@RudeBoyz469. We had a blast playing this. It is a beat 'em up.
Did.
It is a throwback 90s. It is an homage to the 90s tie-in. Is that a duck? The 90s tie-in video games that came out around that time, and it's a beat 'em up, and we love some beat 'em ups, and it's a very well done beat 'em up. It's a good beat 'em up. It's an okay Outrun clone. It's for me, a fine Punch-Out clone. For Tom, maybe not. Because they're very difficult. But we had
That shit was
a
so
fucking blast.
It really
playing this
is
game,
like.
dude.
It was like.
So much fun, and I think that's what helped.
It was gonna be Vampire Survivors.
The Castlevania DLC was very, very good and a front runner for the longest time until literally the 31st of December.
Seriously,
Like, that's why we have the Rudies in January.
Yeah,
That's we have to digest these new things.
This was so much fun.
Yes. Oh my
Playing,
God.
and I think it really helped playing with each other.
I love playing with each other. That was gonna be our, instead of RudeBoyz be streaming, it was gonna be like RudeBoyz play with each other or something like that. Do you remember
Was
that?
it?
Yeah, we
No.
were. Well, those are the ideas I was kicking around, but I'm like, it just doesn't sound.
Resonate.
And I think you just were like, RudeBoyz be streaming, and I'm like, all right, fine, that's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It was a lot. It was definitely a lot.
Fun.
It was definitely a lot of fun.
Yes.
I love the fucking like the whole we're a team.
Yeah, there's a lot of great clips. Thanks to Aphelion who clipped a lot of the stuff from us. It's just really hard to repost those things, unfortunately, because they're just weird formats. But whatever. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun was had playing that game.
The flute.
Oh yeah, right. I figured out the flute off air after we played the game.
Oh my god, that was fucking
special. Another game I streamed personally, but that you've played a lot of, Vampire Survivors Ode to Castlevania, like we were saying, was also our front runner. Listen, the big controversy of 2024 award season is nominating DLC for video games or for full content games or full price games. Here's the thing: we do what we want. We're the RudeBoyz. It's our show, and this is really good. Like, this is a lot of good Castlevania content for a fun game. Did you play Vampire Survivors prior to this? I forget. No. You didn't, so you weren't even bit by the bug at all. I was, and I kind of dropped it once I was like, I don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? Right, but the Castlevania DLC, like you throw Castlevania in anything. I'll play Dead Cells with Castlevania.
Yeah.
I won't play Dead by Daylight or whatever the hell, because I just don't like playing those super duper online games.
Yeah.
But
are those online?
Yeah, it's all like asymmetrical, isn't it? Isn't it like one guy's the monster and you got to stop the monster or something? It's like the Friday the 13th. I think. I have no idea. Can't be bothered. Too many hurdles. But this is, it's $5 for the DLC, not even. And you have a ton of characters, a brand new map, outstanding music, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I mean,
that Castlevania always had outstanding music.
Oh, 100%. So, like, it's great that they're making great music based off of even, they're making great music off of great music. Love it.
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals, Tommy. Another stream, another RudeBoyz one-shot on our Twitch, on our YouTube. But you've been bitten a little bit more by it. Tell me about it.
It's a team shooter. Mm-hmm. It's very much I hate to say it, Overwatch clone.
Well, it's a hero shooter, yeah.
Yeah. But,
Overwatch was team-based also, right?
It was team-based, yeah. But, you started with, 30-plus characters right off?
Oh, yeah, no, they did it
from the jump.
They did this right. Outsider looking in, they did this would entice me, minus I just don't like playing it. That's just me. I'm not big into the competitive...
Sure, yeah, no, I hear you.
Online stuff.
I've been playing it a lot. I like it because I could jump in, play 3-4 rounds. Mm-hmm. I did a couple of competitive...
Okay.
Matches, and out of the 5 competitive matches, I only came across 2 fucking toxic groups.
Okay.
And I was like, cool, guys, it's a fucking game, relax.
I do remember some very funny gamer tags.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. We'd have to check the archives, but there was some very funny. Something about someone's areolas.
Yeah.
People are fucking stupid.
Definitely, I'm not a healer.
Okay.
I'm not.
Have you settled into one character more than others?
I know
you like to bounce. Yeah,
Penny Parker's really good.
Okay.
I thought Magneto was it, but Penny Parker's great because she shoots out these drones and shit. I mean that's for the tank.
Okay.
I do like Hawkeye. Playing as Hawkeye. They've already boosted and nerfed characters.
Okay.
Because Hela apparently was a huge problem.
Oh yeah, they're going to be balancing and tweaking as it goes.
They need to do something about Iron Man. Iron Man's a fucking menace.
Well, did they do anything? I remember you were telling me Iron Fist was fucking ridiculous in the beginning.
They didn't touch Iron Fist. Iron Fist is still a fucking menace.
People are still good. They just play him really good.
I was playing as Magneto. I had some dude.
You should just be able to crush Iron Man. What the fuck?
Yeah, and some dude as Captain America just was blatantly hunting me down. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
I remember that's what the one thing I played when I was Hawkeye, right? I was trying to snipe people, and I was getting sniped.
Psylocke was destroy you. No, but
whatever.
This dude playing as Captain America was
this is my vendetta. I made it my vendetta to get them.
Yeah. That's. You're playing as Magneto.
Magneto, bro. Cool fucking Magneto.
And then he would turn his attention to my teammate that was playing Black Panther.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what is going on with this guy?
He's a beast.
Yeah, he was something.
He was something, all right.
I think he forgot his freaking hood at the dry cleaners.
Wow. Let me get us out of this. I'll talk a little bit about Astrobot.
Astrobot's adorable.
Is my personal game of the year, 2024. Streamed it for the most part on our Twitch. We had some issues, technically speaking, off the PS5 or whatever. Ended up platinuming the game. I streamed the Christmas level that came out around Christmas time, and it is just so much. Man, oh man, like that is man, like that is game of the year quality. I love that little guy. I love that little guy. It's just very superb platforming and enough variety in the levels. Mm-hmm. Like maybe one level you wear an iron ball suit and you're like a big armadillo. One you're a sponge and you just absorb. Maybe one you turn a little mousy. Like, I love it. And you're rescuing fucking Aloy from Horizon and Kratos from God of War and the fucking Rocos, whatever the fuck they're called.
Wasn't there a board where you got to be Kratos, essentially?
Yeah. Yeah, that was also great, too. For someone who did not really grow up with PlayStation, because I was a Nintendo kid until, like, the 360 generation, let's say, I knew of it. You know, like I knew, sitting on one side of the fence, seeing, Crash and Spyro and Rayman and and then seeing Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper, and then maybe going back and dabbling in these games as I got older. I think this is a really well done honor to 30 years of PlayStation, because that was also a thing that happened in 2024. And I think it's just it honors all that legacy, minus Twisted Metal. There's no Twisted Metal content in there. That's a pretty big glaring omission. And Final Fantasy too, but maybe what are you gonna do? Square wants that money.
I kind of feel, yes, Final Fantasy 7, huge,
sure,
but like I like Final Fantasy, it's like they made their mark on Nintendo, I would say.
Okay, then there's no reason Cloud should be in Smash Brothers. I listen. I love him in there. I think Smash Brothers has now grown into a huge history thing. I don't think we are. I think that honestly, when they did those speedrun DLCs, which I was not.
What do you mean?
That's not my bag.
Fun.
That's not my bag, baby. I think that the Christmas one was it. You know what I mean? But you know what? You're right. You're not wrong. There might be something up down the horizon. We'll see. It does have a lot of buzz after the award season of 2024. Yeah. Especially now, after we're talking about it. Might not have won, but, it's up there. We're talking about it. You know what I mean? Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
What about a little Retro Realms, Tommy? This didn't really hit for me that much.
No, it definitely didn't.
You tell me.
Retro Realms was, you got it for me. During Tomvember.
Yes, I did.
This was a. Would you consider a beat 'em up? No, it's like more like Metrovania. As much as I hate that.
No, it's just a.
Well, no, it was like
It's just a platformer. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, no, it's just that,
It was like you could play, as Michael Myers, or you could play as Ash Williams from Evil Dead. Very cool concept. I did like. I honestly, I liked the graphics.
Yes, I'm with you.
But I get why it didn't hit for you.
Yeah.
For me, it hit completely different.
Yes,
because it was
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say this was my.
Like game of the year.
Yeah, like
2024.
Yeah, I would say it would definitely be a toss up between Power Rangers or Rivals, like as my game of the year.
I like that for you. I guess while we have the mic, before we haven't been booted off stage yet. Sandman hasn't come and fucking swept us off the stage, a la the Apollo Theater, because that's the reference I was talking about. The clown, the clown that fucking. You don't know that reference at all? Am I more urban than you? I've watched more Showtime at the Apollo than you?
Absolutely.
Wow, okay, cool. Have there been any more games in general you want to talk about? Like, you're talking about Ghosts.
I mean, Ghosts.
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Right. Ghosts did not come out this year.
Yeah, 4 years ago. But
any other? I mean, you're still playing Snap, of course, right?
Yeah, Snap. I mean, Snap's always going. Final Fantasy's always going.
Right.
Final Fantasy VI, I'm completely lost in.
You know what? I played that for the first time, 2024. Mm-hmm. And that was very enjoyable. I do believe the hype now. Finally.
Right now, I'm up to the part where I'm trying to find everybody. Like, refund everybody.
Yes, you're in the world of Ruin.
That's a fucking pain in the ass.
Oh, yes, it is.
I fucking hate it.
I'm with you.
I kind of wish there was a code for me just to find everyone and then move on.
It's called Game Facts, Tom. Just fucking look it up, bitch. Games I want to talk...
YouTube, nerd.
Sure, absolutely. Some games I want to talk about real fast before we get going. Celeste is a very fun, very challenging, but also very accessible platformer. You okay?
I knew about this game.
Did you?
Yeah, like...
When?
Months ago.
When? Via text?
Yeah.
So if I search Celeste...
I might...
Uh-oh.
Shut up.
I'll keep talking while you fucking...
Shit on me.
Crow Country loved this fucking game. This was This was one of my 2 runner-ups. Or third place for my game of the year because there was Power Rangers also up in the mix. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, a Zelda game came out this year. I still think because it is 2D you might like it, but I understand if you might not because it is a little off the beaten path. Okay, Tom's already shaking his head. Moving on. Star Wars Outlaws. I'll talk about this. I think you might like. You might be turned off because of like the bullshit stealth involved, but it's not really that bullshit. But it is a lot of fun open world. Star Wars nonsense.
If I've learned anything
with no Jedis.
If I've learned anything with Ghost of Tsushima, stealth is an option.
This is very stealth as an option.
Yeah.
It is very loosey-goosey stealth. Yeah. It's there. You could do it. If you fail, just start shooting people.
Biggest pain in the ass about Ghost of Tsushima is when you had to re-sneak into your uncle's castle to drop off the letter.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was so nerve-wracking!
There's nothing like that. Honestly, there's really very minimal stuff like that. And nothing you can't really shoot yourself out of.
Yeah,
in Outlaws. I'll put it that way.
Like, that's why I never really bought into the whole Tom Clancy Splinter Cell.
Okay.
Because it's just like, look, man, you're getting all these guns, but you gotta be fucking super quiet. No! You're giving me the option to shoot? I'm gonna shoot motherfuckers.
This is America, baby.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like fucking Childish Gambino said.
This is America.
You know, same thing with fucking Metal Gear.
Uh-huh.
It's like, look, cool. We're gonna give you this rocket launcher. Don't use it yet. Right. Bullshit!
I think the Sandman's coming. We're gonna have to wrap it up. You got anything else to say, Tommy? No, you good? All right. So, congratulations to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind for winning the Rudie for Best Video Game of 2024.
Welcome back, RudeNation! We are getting rolling with the Rudies, as you just heard, with games, and now, here is TJ with movies!
Thanks, Michael. This is TJ here to present the Rudie for Best Movie of 2024. The nominees are Deadpool and Wolverine, Alien Romulus, Late Night with the Devil, and Beetlejuice. And the winner is... Deadpool and Wolverine. Congratulations! Unfortunately, both Deadpool and Wolverine are unavailable, so here to accept the award, the RudeBoyz.
Tommy, who'd have thunk that if they just put out one Marvel movie a year, that it would be, like, pretty good?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Tom's like, I think we thought that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Womp womp.
And here we are in 2025. I think we're getting 3.
Well, yeah. Yeah, man, one did good, so let's do 5 more. Listen, Hollywood doesn't know their own fucking ass from their elbow.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll talk about it in the tooties. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Whew,
Did we really? All right. So with the Fox buyout,
I didn't think
And
it was
we
going to be
knew-
this fast.
right? Well, I mean, that was also wasn't that like right before COVID too?
What, the buyout?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it was a bit.
2020 is a blur.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
But
it was like they definitely. I don't want to say fast tracked it, but they were definitely like, we know Deadpool makes money.
yeah.
Clearly, one of the highest rated R-rated movies of all time, especially comic book related. Ryan Reynolds, obviously a very marketable man. Let's
Hugh
get him
Jackman.
in. Well, before that, they were like, let's just get it. We got to get him into the Marvel movies. What are they going to do? But he's a Fox character. What do we do here? Oh my God, you know?
How do we tie this?
What's Hugh Jackman up to? Like, let's get him in the mix.
Yeah.
Like, you remember that trailer, right? Where, like,
Yeah.
not even trailer. It
Where
was
they're
like
at
a
like
fun video.
Ryan Reynolds or Hugh Jackman's house.
And he's talking about the movie,
Yup,
and then
yup,
Hugh
yup.
Jackman's there, and everybody, and the speculation goes crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, yeah.
Did you think it would have been? Because we know your history of Deadpool and Deadpool 2.
I didn't.
Did you think that after Deadpool 2?
I thought it was dead. I thought it was a dead franchise.
Okay.
Because I was like, yo, fucking Deadpool, awesome Deadpool 2.
Okay.
I still feel that way.
Okay.
Even after watching it with you and your girlfriend, I still feel that way.
I definitely fell asleep through all that. Didn't I?
We were all three. We were all in
Right.
and out.
Okay.
I
sounded weird out of context. He meant sleep, in and out of sleep. I really always mean like this.
Why do you have me things weird?
Oh, you know, because somebody out there was like, "What did he say?
Huh?
What did he
What the
say?"
hey, maybe that'll get us traction.
Maybe.
But yeah, like Wolverine. Deadpool Wolverine. I always call it Wolverine Deadpool.
Well, because that's what you want.
Yeah,
You want
absolutely.
Wolverine to be the top billing. And isn't that the current comic book arc right now? Or whatever the miniseries? Isn't it Wolverine vs. Deadpool? Or Wolverine Deadpool World War III or some shit? Alright, cool.
That one I don't know about.
Alright, well, it's out there. You'll see it in about 2 months' time on Marvel Unlimited for $9.99 a month. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is.
Or $75 annual. It's not
Jesus.
bad. For annual, dude, that's not bad.
I guess. Alright.
With how much comic books are?
Alright. We're not talking about comic books. We're talking about movies. We're talking about the silver screen. We're talking about... Relax. We didn't think this movie was going to be as good as it was, especially with, Disney's going to do an R-rated Deadpool movie that apparently also has Hugh Jackman in it, and also apparently has maybe other cameos from other franchises.
Right, yeah.
And is in a bit of a low point, as Deadpool mentions in the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this was very tongue-in-cheek. This was exactly what I wanted out of this
was-
Deadpool movie. Maybe the plot was a little fucking like bullshit, but like
Dude,
whatever. I'm not going to a Deadpool movie for plot.
It was multiverse shit. Come
Yeah.
on, like... Kurt Angle really does have a good mood, so sorry.
So yeah, we got 2002 Royal Rumble. And stuff.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. Hugh Jackman kills it.
Sure, yeah.
Kills it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter how shitty the script is. Hugh Jackman,
arrives.
he will. He gives it his 125%.
Absolutely.
X-Men Origins, we're looking at you.
He still did a good job.
He
I
fought-
still have to post that episode, but yeah, he still did a
He
good job.
still killed it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, dude, you're the GOAT.
We'll post that. I'll post that after this episode.
No, you won't.
No, I will. I will.
You'll
I
forget.
have to. I will forget, but I'll remember after the fact that I'll still do it some
Yeah.
point somehow.
But
But yeah, no, he did good. The cameos, like we just mentioned, fantastic.
I mean, spoiler!
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Wah, wah. Beep bop, beep bop.
I love the fact that we got X-23 back.
Yes.
I fucking love that, and just honestly, just make her the MCU Wolverine.
That's fair. I like that.
Give me she's good. She's fine right where she is.
Yeah.
I did like seeing all the Daredevil. Wow. Well,
Elektra.
Well, no, like seeing the Deadpool characters like Vanessa.
Oh yeah, the supporting cast.
Yeah, like the supporting cast, I really like. But no, and then you had like oh man, and then that scene where you got to see Blade, you got to see Elektra.
Yeah.
You
Channing Tatum's Gambit.
Channing Tatum's Gambit, which
long awaited.
Fine, cool, great, wonderful, but honestly, the guy who voices him in X-Men '97,
right,
looks 100 times better.
A lot of that was like thoughts of Multiverse of Madness, where it was like, oh, you want John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic?
Sure,
Here he is. Yep. Is he our main universe one?
We don't know.
No, but whatever. Shut up. Here it is.
Yeah.
You want a fan cast?
You'll
there
fucking like
is.
it. Yeah, and I love how people fan casted that for so long, and then they hated that.
What, the John Krasinski stuff?
Yeah.
Well, because he was like, Wanda, Black Bolt can kill you with one sound of his voice, of his mouth. You know, like, okay, cool, dude, world's smartest man.
Fuck Black Bolt.
We're not talking about Multiverse Madness. We're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Very good movie.
Yes.
I think highest. I'm sorry.
That was poorly timed. That was a poorly, very good movie, I think.
I was going to say, highest grossing, like, comic book movie in the past, like, few years.
Oh, I would definitely say that, yeah. Oh, my God.
Not highest grossing movie, because I think Wicked might have.
Yeah, no, Wicked, especially last year, Wicked was good.
Yeah.
Edged. Oh. Doesn't feel too good, does it? You saying some silly shit. One word gets highlighted.
I say silly shit all the time on this bullshit podcast.
What else got nominated? Because that obviously is the one that we've talked about this up and down, left and right. Alien Romulus. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Alien Romulus. Now out on Max? Hulu? One of the two.
Hulu?
This is a return to form of the Alien franchise, almost like a greatest hits of the Alias franchise. I did dig it too. I don't think I was like over the moon. Like from watching how I feel about the Predator franchise and watching Prey to how I feel about the Alien franchise and watching Romulus. I think I liked Prey more. Maybe because I kind of want to root for the Predator franchise maybe more. Alien is Alien, like Alien is. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Like, and it's been through the mud with Prometheus and Covenant. Regardless of how we think about that, it has not been very well received from the fan community or what have you.
Yeah.
But Romulus, like we were saying, kind of a greatest hits. Mm-hmm. It does your whole, these plucky space cowboys try to do a thing, and then, oh my goodness, one of them gets impregnated by a face hugger. And, and then here comes a monster, and there's robots. I did like I forget what's the kid's name, the robot kid, the android kid? David? Oh. No, not David. David's from Prometheus. No way to know. But regardless, I liked his, 1 foot in, have to be a good company boy, to I have to protect my, air quote, sister. I liked that. Because I'm a big fan of, that robot shit. When it's like, this is my programming, Andy. Yeah. Like, my programming is this way. I have to operate this way, regardless of, fuck human life, fuck human things. It's all about my programming. Like, I like that's a very intriguing concept, like Terminator or some shit like that. Like, I like that.
Yeah, then he proceeded to get fucked with by,
Ian Holm. Ian Holm.
Yeah.
Bishop or Rook, really, in the character. I was one of those androids. Ash. It was Ash. I thought it was Bishop. Oh no, Bishop was in Aliens. I'm
Lance
sorry,
Hendrickson.
Yes, but again, Bishop, Rook.
Yeah.
Chess toys.
I know.
Chess toys pieces. Chess is stupid.
I never liked playing chess.
Bishop takes Rook. It's a Call of Duty phrase. Also,
I'll fucking play checkers over chess any day.
Y'all playing chess? Tommy playing checkers, bro.
Damn right. Fucking king me, bitch.
I like is that okay? You're right. I had to check.
I like how you had to.
Yep. Okay. No, checks out. I think the new stuff that it did was good. Like I like the whole like, oh, we have a time limit because like this thing's gonna crash. Very video gamey almost. Like we have to go. Like it's gonna go. No, I know you do, but it's very like the stakes. Like, oh, there's stakes because there's an alien monster against you. Well, also the fucking ship's gonna crash.
Not just an alien monsters.
Well, that's true too.
Several.
No, yes, that is true too. And that was something too. Like as the movie progressed, I was like, should there be xenomorphs everywhere?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, there's this one, and I'm like, but there's like a whole bunch of facehuggers, and apparently the ship had a whole bunch of people on it, and I'm like, where are all of them? And then when they arrive, I'm like, oh, cool, okay, good, just to get shot at, and then to do this cool anti-grav scene.
Yeah.
With the because like nobody really talks about the acid blood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I do like the fact that this really focused on the acid blood.
Yeah.
Acid
blood.
blood.
Radioactive acid blood. Good. On the same page. You still have a beer?
No.
You beast.
Yeah,
take a shot. No, I'm kidding. Don't take a shot.
Oh, stop.
All right, here you go. Take a swig.
All right.
No, stop. Pure pressure. All right, clink it up. There you go. It's a sipper, like you said, right?
Yep, it's a sipper.
But I'm excited of what they do with a sequel to this. Because I know they're gonna do something more.
Well, it's a TV show.
Oh yes, that's right. Hype episode 2025.
Yep.
Coming out around the summertime.
I don't know if it follows Romulus.
I think it's before Romulus.
Yeah, it's always such a
alien
weird
timeline is weird.
Yeah.
Alien timeline is
I
weird.
agree,
We'll talk
I agree.
about it next episode on the RudeBoyz Power Plus.
Look forward to March.
Late Night with the Devil. We did a RudeBoyz Go to the Movies 4 in Rudetober.
Really fucking like this.
I liked it too.
This was very... The fact that I watched this twice...
An homage. I like an homage.
I know, you do.
I do.
You
watch the fact that I watched it once is probably pretty good.
But the fact that
because out of these 4 movies, I think I've watched 6 movies this whole year.
But the fact, it's like me playing video games.
See, yeah.
I am kicking myself in the ass for not getting to watch Nosferatu yet.
Oh wow, yeah, I haven't done that yet.
I know. It's just I don't like going to movies by myself, and you're not into it, and the other dumb fuck, whatever.
All right. Okay, let me take this Jameson away.
That's all right. No.
Give me my medicine.
Actually, just put a nipple on there.
There you go. I think all our thoughts have pretty much been said with Late Night with the Devil in our RudeBoyz Go to the Movies, so check that out for that. Another late contender, because it came out on streaming, Beetlejuice. Was fun. You know, I mean, we nominated it because we both saw it and because it came out this year.
Absolutely.
And
it was definitely fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Am I sad I didn't get the chance to watch it in theaters? No. Am I happy that I watched it with my best friend? Yes.
Oh, sure. Okay, yes, that.
Yeah. You thought I was going to be snarky, didn't you?
No, I thought if you like, am I excited I watched it? Nah, but like you had good company.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Like I like the fact that we got to see Michael Keaton come back.
Yes.
Catherine O'Hara come back.
Yes.
Winona Ryder.
Yep.
And then introducing the newest actress, Jenna Ortega.
Never heard of her.
I was not expecting this movie to take a slight dark turn. Like the whole this kid killed his parents.
Yeah.
Like I was not expecting that at all.
Right.
And then being like, this kid wants to steal your daughter's soul.
Yeah,
so he can come back.
It was like a little cereal.
I was like, whoa, let's keep it light.
Yeah, let's keep it light. Let's keep it fun there, Tim Burton, all right? You fucking weirdo. You want to see your wife all fucking stapled up like you do? Monica Bellucci?
Yeah. I mean, I see it doesn't say that they're married. Maybe they're dating?
Whatever.
Whatever.
That's his new Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, so she'll be in everything.
Oh, yeah.
I think the last thing I saw Monica Bellucci, and I can't even remember. The
Matrix 2. She's like the only thing. She's an Italian actress who's just in
she's like a less
artsy fartsy thing.
She's like a less hot Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I mean, Catherine Zeta-Jones is top tier, but they're both very good. They're both very good.
Yes,
they're both very good. Any other movies you want to shout out this year? Because I know I haven't kept track of really any fucking movie I've done. I'm trying to do better for this year.
I know.
I
mean, I've watched so.
No, you do watch a lot of movies.
I mean, Rudetober. I think this is probably my best Rudetober.
That's good. Did Thanksgiving was a 2023 movie?
It was, but we did watch it this year.
We watched it this year, yeah.
Along with Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's less said about that, the better. Wicked was fun. I'll just throw that out there if you're into that stuff. I'm personally not, but I can shut my brain off for, like, musicals. And I'll be just like, yeah, this was silly, like, cool. This was entertaining, good story.
Yeah, musicals just, I don't know.
You need to, like, accept it. You need to just be like, this is what I'm watching. You know, you can't be like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. You know, like, whatever. Like, shut the fuck up. For somebody who didn't know shit about anything about Wicked.
Right.
You know, didn't read the book or the play or watch the play or anything like that, so.
The book was so good.
That's what I've heard.
Like,
that's what you told me.
I almost got the book for your girlfriend. I just didn't know if she would
read it, actually?
Yeah.
Right. No.
So.
Well, there we go. So that wraps it up pretty much for this one singular award. Congratulations to Deadpool and Wolverine, winner of the Rudie Best Movie 2024.
Oh, congratulations to Wolverine and Deadpool. Now, to present new TV series, here's TJ.
Thanks, Michael. I am here to present the Rudie for Best New TV Show of 2024. The nominees are Shogun, X-Men 97, The Penguin, Agatha All Along, Fallout, and Batman Caped Crusader. And the winner is X-Men 97. Congratulations. Unfortunately, no X-Men is available due to timey-wimey shenanigans, so here to accept the award, the RudeBoyz.
Who would have thought?
Okay?
I'm okay. Yeah, sorry. Who would have thought? You know what? I need a refreshment. How did they know, Tom, that the entire X-Men team wasn't going to come to get this award?
Especially Wolverine.
And there's two. I know, he was just here. Or he should have been here, but he's not. Or a variant, right? I imagine they're variants of each other, right? They're not?
Not at all.
Okay, cool, dude. But we have a RudeBoyz special lined up in honor for oh, Tommy, you okay there, buddy boy?
I have a
little agita.
There it is.
Okay, got the demons out. Clink it up, RudeBoyz special. Congratulations, X-Men 97. We're going to talk about you in just a moment. X-Men 97.
Oh my god.
We were hyped for this for a while. Going back to, I think, like
2022.
Yeah. Like, I think that was when we first heard about it, and we were first getting some sort of inkling on...
And then, like...
X-Men 97, and...
Some of the voice actors started passing away, and, like... It was just, like... I felt it was doomed.
I agree, because it seemed too
good to be true.
Yes.
Yes.
Like they were doing... I don't want to say that they were doing everything right. They were doing the right things. Where, like, they... You know, Marvel Studios, obviously doing... It's their baby. But, like, I know they were reaching out to the original writers and getting, like some sort of feedback and ideas or storyboards or planning or whatever. They were doing that, sure. Kick-ass trailer... Right? You mean, you did see the trailer or the teaser or whatever it was, right?
Yeah. I think that was the only one I watched.
Right, yes. You see that. Then there's controversy with the showrunner, which
like
we don't need to necessarily...
A week before before
we
it
don't
drops.
we don't need to necessarily talk about now.
No,
Maybe
whatever.
we'll talk about it when season 2 comes out and we see a quality difference, but
Or maybe a...
well, difference either way. Difference either way.
Yeah.
But
Regardless, it's X-Men,
what we're
I
talking
fucking love
about right
X-Men.
now is we're talking about the first season of X-Men 97, the continuation of X-Men the Animated Series, a show which I binged through it, which I really wish I should have done something for it, because it was enjoyable to watch for the first time as an adult. You know, seeing some of these episodes for the first time.
Can always do it when season 2 comes out.
I'm not gonna do it again. Stop.
No, we can watch X-Men 97.
Maybe.
We'll
I gotta
figure it out.
I gotta let it simmer for a little bit.
Well, with how long this came out, it'll probably take us just as long.
Yeah, fair. Especially with all the shakeups in the creative department. Which again, we're not talking about.
Positive.
X-Men 97, I think, was animated very well. I think from episode 1, where it kind of talks about the Sentinels, talks about the Trasks, and getting the X-Men kind of reintroducing the X-Men to
the world.
A new 2024 audience.
Yeah.
Who may have seen the old, the animated series, might have seen the Fox movies, all the cartoons there in between. Showing shit like how good the team works, how kind of a good leader Cyclops is, how kick-ass Storm is,
how protective Wolverine is of everybody.
Yes. All that underlying stuff too, with his love for Jean and his rivalry with Cyclops, and and what's going on with Gambit and Rogue, and now Magneto's there. What's going on with Gambit, Rogue, and Magneto?
I absolutely, I feel like that's the new Cyclops, Jean, Wolverine.
Yeah. That's the modern day.
Yeah.
Even though that was 3 years before that. You know,
I love the fact that where Jean was just he's coming. Wolverine pops his claws. He's who, Apocalypse? She's like, oh, the baby.
They did so much in these episodes. They did
10 episodes,
something like that. But they touched on shit like Executioner's Song, Inferno, Decimation. Was Decimation with the Genosha massacre? Was Decimation after House of M? The Genosha extinction.
That was before House of M.
Was it just Extinction or something like that? Fatal Attractions, which we thought we kind of got in the animated series a little bit, PG-ified, but no, you didn't.
And I love that you would you and my younger brother would watch it because it came out every Wednesday,
something like that,
some shit like that. Yeah. You guys get home from work earlier, right.
I fucking downloaded it on the phone.
Yeah, did you guys watch it? Did you watch?
I can watch cartoons on my phone, no problem.
It's did you watch X-Men yet? I was like, dude, I'm at work right now.
It's been out 2 hours,
and I'm like, give me a fucking break.
Honestly, I hate to say it, the world we live in now is kind of you gotta watch shit right away, or else you're gonna really be spoiled.
Nah, and you know what? Those days, I stayed away.
No,
I stayed away
smart.
from the
That's
internet.
100% smart to do.
Much like I did with Deadpool Wolverine, I stayed away from the internet until we saw it that Saturday.
We watched it fairly, but even official channels release these things, which suck, But seeing things the Extinction event, or seeing things like Gambit, same episode, Gambit Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Storm
that's
losing
fucking
her
powers.
Huge. Oh yeah, that's another arc that was huge in there.
Shit. Wow.
Kind of writing her off the table like that, or just or having a whole episode that's just Inferno with the Goblin Queen and stuff like that. Let's introduce, make her a menace, and then kind of be nah, she's cool in an episode.
Yeah.
The whole Inferno saga, that's it. Not the whole Inferno saga, but
I will.
You know what I mean.
I will have to say, one of the characters of this series was probably Deathbird. Just the lines that she was spitting were great. Yeah, the ghetto of the Milky Way. I was like, that's a fucking that's Earth. Pretty good. Yeah, that's Earth in a nutshell.
I could do without the honestly,
I could do without the space stuff.
You literally just but space is a big part of fucking X-Men.
I know.
You literally just reminded me, because Professor X was off the series for so long that I was oh, that was good. Like, I really didn't need that much Professor X bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess if you wanted to do a Fatal Attractions thing, you kind of needed Professor Xavier.
Yeah.
Especially if Magneto, you know, turned good, broke bad again. But man, oh man, this was a very good show.
It really was, and I was just so. I think I've rewatched it twice.
Really? Oh, well,
Yeah.
yes, you did. You watched it with your girlfriend, right?
No, well, she watched it, but like she was reacting to it.
Oh, okay.
While she was watching. No, but I've watched it twice on my own.
Okay, cool.
It's just. It's so fucking good.
It is really good. I mean, it's good enough to have won Rudy Best New Television Show of the Year.
Yep.
But not. I mean, there are some other comic book related new TV shows.
It was kind of I'd say it was close with one other. I would say.
And on three, we'll say it. 1, 2, 3.
The Penguin.
Okay, thank God. All right, yeah, Penguin was fucking great too.
Penguin was.
I binged the fuck out of that for Rudy's season.
Penguin was
for the
so
Academy of Arts and
good. I
Sciences.
was just like, God damn! Like that should not have been as good as it was.
I agree with you. I saw 2024. I saw the Batman for the first time.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the direction they're going with that. Universe or whatever the fuck you want to say. But yeah, Colin Farrell as fucking Oswald, so good.
Yeah.
Such a good character. Christina Milioti, an amazing actress.
Yeah.
Everyone, it was so much fun. I don't mean fun like what a fun story. Like no, this story fucking went places, and it was went dark, it went evil, it went fucking like oh god, like how did I say it? I said it to you like. You want to root for these characters, but they're assholes.
Yeah.
But they're going against bigger assholes.
Uh-huh.
And the main characters, they will scheme, and then they will get caught, and then they'll just be like, well, fuck it. And then they'll just shoot their way out of it. And you're like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, Penguin. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Sophia Falcone. Like, yeah, like,
Yeah, she was, like, she brought such... Like, because we watched... We watched the Long Halloween.
Okay.
Animated movie.
Okay.
You and I.
We did?
Yes, we did.
The Long Halloween we did?
Yeah. We watched it here.
Okay.
In the studio.
Alright. I don't remember that. I really don't.
We did.
Okay. Was that the one that they made the Riddler the villain? Or that was Hush?
That was Hush.
Okay.
Yes. But we did watch Long Halloween.
Alright. Oh, now you don't even know.
Shit. Anyway.
No, I didn't know.
Well, you've read The Long Halloween.
Yes, I have.
Okay. So, like, you remember what, like, Sophia looked like in that? Like, how she was just huge.
She was,
She was a big bitch.
Yeah.
That's a huge bitch. But, like...
At the sides of that big bitch. Easy,
but,
Piper.
like, the actress who played her is, like, it's small.
Christina Milioti, yeah.
She is, yeah, I can't remember her.
Nice face. There you go.
Yeah,
they answered you in 2002.
Yeah,
2001, sorry.
But, like, I watched that, you look at, she's tiny, but she has such a bigger, persona.
Yeah, her presence is huge.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. I think a lot of that is the stuff that happens off scene where she's the rumored I don't want to spoil it because it is very good. Everybody should check it out, especially like it is. I would say it's almost like the Daredevil of 2024. Like how good of a comic book drama Daredevil was.
Yeah.
This is just as good. You know what I mean? This is where Chris gets distracted for a little bit. Okay.
Chris, yeah.
Because Terry Reynolds appeared on my screen.
Yeah. With Perry Saturn. Who?
Hit that Perry Saturn. Sorry, well, yeah, old bitch.
Yeah, no. Penguin was so good.
Penguin was so good.
Well,
we could talk about Penguin.
Yeah.
all day, every day.
We talked about it in like...
And I got my girlfriend interested in it because I told her, I'm like, it's really good. It's got some bad bitch boss stuff in it, you know, which she's a fan of. And it's like the people you're rooting for, the heroes, are not heroes.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like the worst of two evils. But, like, you know, they're more relatable or whatever. Let's talk about Agatha a little bit, Tom. And by we, I mean you.
You really weren't big on this?
I wasn't really big on Agatha. I don't know if because maybe I just didn't give it a chance or...
you kind of went
I just was like, oh, this was like a why? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, do we really need this? Like, don't get me wrong. I know Agatha was a runaway hit coming out of WandaVision.
Yeah.
I get that. WandaVision was like fucking
so
2020. Like this, you know, I Strike While the Iron's cool, but like...
No, WandaVision was like 2022.
Still.
I think they kind of like... Because they really want to try to build the Young Avengers.
Right.
So I think that's... You know, they introduced Billy. So
right.
It was like, you know, they really, they really want to get the Young Avengers rolling.
Okay.
So that's why they did this. Like, they, you know, this way they have, like, you know, they have, you know, they can introduce Billy. They mentioned his brother, who's also on the Young Avengers. You know, we see it possibly showing up with, Kate Bishop and Kamala Khan, like,
right.
So it was like,
yeah,
that's
a lot of stuff that's like could be doing.
Yeah,
but I
think that's why they did Agatha.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, but like I don't mind the magic stuff. I don't mind the magic stuff. I just feel like, I mean, really, like, who do you need if you need to push Billy? Get it? You got Agatha. Okay, fine. Introducing Rio as Death. Again, I love the idea of the conceptual Marvel universe where it's like you have eternity and entropy and, you know, death and all these things, like these concepts that are characters. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that.
Right.
Did I need 8 episodes of that? I don't think I did.
No,
you know, but that's me.
At 45 minutes a pop.
Yeah, also that too. Yeah. You know, like, not to take away of, like, I think a lot of it was me just like, I personally just didn't give it really a chance.
Agatha has always been a supporting character. She'll always be a supporting character.
Thank you. There we go. I'm with you.
I think if they focused more on Billy, the show probably would have got a little bit better of a reception.
Yeah, but I think they wanted to kind of keep that a secret, you know? Like,
yeah.
Who's this character? Like, everybody fucking knows.
Yeah.
Stop it. Would you stop? Another comic book related show that came out this year, Batman Cape Crusader. Everybody seems to have forgotten that. So did your boys. Yeah. But we realized we watched it this 2024.
Yep.
It came out 2024. Therefore, by default, it's nominated for... Well, not by default, because there would have been some movies nominated that should not have been nominated, but it ended up on the good side. This was fine. This was a fine... Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
But it was good. It wasn't bad.
If Penguin and X-Men 97 didn't come out in the same year, it might have had a chance.
So if 2 better things didn't come out, maybe it would have been good. Well, we're missing 2 big things. One, Fallout. Fallout, I thought was fine personally.
It was fun. Yeah. I have no love for the game.
There you go. Not a love for the game. I thought the 2 out of the 3 main actors were great. Could do without that fucking that one kid in
Maximus.
the fucking power suit. Yeah, I don't fucking.
Yeah, he's
know
a fucking goon.
Yeah, he's a goon boy. Which I don't know if that might be a slur. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Goon boy? I don't know. That sounds like a...
Well, that was you, not me.
Okay, cool,
I just called him a goon. You decided to put boy at the end.
All right, relax.
I'll take it easy.
But honestly, another front runner of the Rudies 2024 Best New TV Show that wasn't obviously the winner, X-Men 97, or possibly runner-up the Penguin, Shogun.
Yeah.
We were talking about it with Tommy playing Ghost of Tsushima. Tommy loves some feudal Japan. I personally waited till I finished Ghosts to watch Shogun, because I didn't want to be inundated with too much feudal Japan stuff and get confused, like I do. Like I get easily confused. A lot of smooth brain stuff going on, a lot of ADHD. But this was really good. Maybe a little convoluted, because, like, again, it is very... It takes, like, that political shit from Game of Thrones, and it's, like... This is historical fiction, so it's not like...
Yeah.
Oh, we've got this magic fire that can just... You could throw in a boat. Like, this is, like, people doing real life... You know, not what Tom doesn't play human checkers. They play human chess.
Exactly.
The machinations of, regardless, very good, very well acted. Yeah, I definitely personally, X-Men 97.
X-Men 97.
My runner-up in best live action new television show, because then it's Penguin. So my top 3 is Shogun. I don't know why I said it like that either. I'm sorry. Anything you want to say about Shogun?
So if Penguin wasn't there, X-Men 97 wasn't there, it would have been Shogun.
Yes, correct. That's how that works. That's how numbers work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shogun, really good.
Yes.
Love all the actors.
Shogun and Penguin got a lot of love at the Golden Globes.
Good.
Also, I mean,
Well
rightfully
deserved.
so. I think the rumbling from the RudeNation definitely helped that. These small little independent fucking FX shows, Max, whatever the fuck that is, DC. Ugh, I don't know what the fuck these acronyms mean. These nobody shows. But you're welcome, Hollywood. And we gave you the buzz that you needed. And congratulations to X-Men 97, which we had nothing to do about.
That was good. That
was going to be good regardless.
Yeah.
Well, no, it could. We said it before. Might not have been that good, but thank God it was.
Yeah.
We are hotly anticipating next season, whenever that may occur.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully we don't get bombed before then. Hopefully Greenland doesn't turn their weapons on us.
Sure. Yeah. Hopefully the Sentinels don't come online.
Or maybe they do when they hunt down Cheetos.
We can't say that.
Or
else Jack Black will cancel you.
Are you Jack Black?
No.
Because Jack Black canceled themselves.
Tenacious D canceled themselves.
Yeah.
Jack Black self-canceled.
Are you going to cancel me?
No.
Then shut the fuck up.
All right. Congratulations, X-Men 97, winner of the Rudie of Best New Television Show of 2024. Woo! We love you, Cyclops and Wolverine!
That was a wonderful acceptance speech, boys. Now, next up is returning TV. Here once again is TJ.
Thanks, Michael. I'm here to present the Rudie for Best Returning TV Show of 2024. The nominees are What We Do in the Shadows, the final season, The Bear, season 3, The Boyz, season 3, and What If, the final season. And the winner is... What We Do in the Shadows, the final season. Congratulations! Unfortunately, Jackie Daytona and his crew are unavailable, so here to accept the award, the RudeBoyz.
I think it is no surprise. What?
That clap gets longer every time.
It really does. There's usually a balm you could put if the clap lasts for so much longer.
Yeah, I think it's the more Rude Boy specials we do, the longer the clap goes.
Again. Anyway, What We Do in the Shadows, the final season. This was clear away the front winner, I think.
Fucking guy, Morbius.
Fucking guy.
Which was the line for Christmas Eve.
That fucking guy. Yes, I think it was a great rap. I think it was a great finals. I think it was a great season of What We Do in the Shadows. I don't know if it was a great final season, Because, like, I think they
better
just...
final season.
Yes, okay.
You could definitely tell that they definitely felt that they ran their course.
Yeah.
I
felt that maybe a season ago, too.
Probably like a season and a half ago.
Yeah.
It probably could have ended last season.
Yeah.
And it would have been fine. But still some really good stuff
Yes.
in this season.
I love the sleep hypnosis. Is that even possible?
That
thing? I love that.
That was fantastic.
I loved, oh my god, the
love
Warriors episode.
The which one?
The Warriors episode?
Mm-hmm.
Barista Vampires.
I love the whole... When Nandor was the janitor.
Yes. That little arc he had.
Yeah, and how he's just like, he's taking the mop and cleaning counters.
Yeah, just like...
And I'm like, oh, that probably happens at my job.
Not a fan of the creature stuff you've been
Yeah,
saying.
not definitely just not a fan of. Honestly, I've never been a fan of the whole like Frankenstein motif.
Okay.
Like just never.
Not a fan of Frankenstein. Not a fan of men or women thereof putting themselves together homunculus-like and
I don't know.
Being animated.
I don't know. The Bride and Creature Commandos is pretty bad.
Which unfortunately not nominated because it ended in 2025. We'll talk about it next year. It was next year, guys. Good luck, James Gunn, with your DCU.
You and your fucking pig fart already.
Okay, calm down. Relax. That's 2025's problem.
People are like, oh, fucking Superman is already is Guardians of the Galaxy good. Fucking chill your tits.
Are they? Who's saying that?
Well, they were saying about the trailer, and I was like,
absolutely not.
I'm like, people relax. We don't know yet.
I did not get that vibe at all. Like, if you told me James Gunn directed that, I'd be like, oh, wow, okay. He does something different.
Yeah.
Because when I saw that and then the Suicide Squad, I was like, oh yeah, that's James Gunn.
Yeah.
Again, whatever. But What We Do in the Shadows was a great, obviously the winner.
It was.
So The Boys season 4 made our list, really just to fill out the nominees. You did not watch The Boys. You are not a Boys diehard fan.
No, and honestly, I'm probably not gonna go back to it.
That's understandable completely. I don't mind it. I'm not going to push it on you. I think it's well done, but I mean, if you're over the whole what if good guys bad, then I get you're over The Boys. Like
it's
I'm
like, yo, I'm watching that right now on WWE television because I'm waiting for Cody Rhodes to go full Homelander.
You might. What the hell was that?
I don't know. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I did. Oh, this is how they used to do their I was going to say flashbacks, but I guess they're
replays.
Recaps. Yeah, replays. Flashback. What If Season 3, also nominated, also ended late 2024.
Very okay.
On the list because we watched it and because it was okay.
Very okay.
Very okay. I mean,
it was cool.
I
hate What If. Even as the comics,
amazing that it was nominated.
I sit there and I'm just like I was saying, during the pre-show that I'm reading the Ultimate Universe, and even the Ultimate Universe that you're reading right now, it's like a better version of What If.
Right. No, I understand. Like, why not just make a whole fucking universe off of it instead of being like, what if
radioactive roach, King of the Vampires,
right?
Or,
yeah.
What if fucking Kitty Pryde was really a kitty? Like,
you're right.
Who the fuck cares?
And it's funny. I think
shut up, Uatu.
Uatu, shut the fuck up.
What?
Who
cares?
STF Uatu.
Yeah. STFU.
Atu.
Shut the fuck up, Uatu.
Shut the fuck Uatu.
I swear to God, we've said Uatu way too much.
That's lost all meaning. I think it's funny. A lot of the episodes. A lot of the episodes that I thought I wasn't gonna like, I think I liked more than the episodes I thought I was gonna like.
Yeah, that first episode was garbage.
I did not like that, but I'm like, all right.
And I thought
Avengers, mech.
Yeah.
Kaiju, cool.
And
watched it, mid.
Yeah.
The episode where, like, who gives a shit if Howard the Duck fucks Darcy, you know? Again, a sequel to the movie because Howard fucks.
Which?
What's the actress's name? In Howard the Duck.
Kat Dennings?
No. In the movie.
Darcy.
No, in the movie.
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson, yes. That's a sequel, basically.
Which, honestly, I would have loved to
That was more fun because it was more stupid, I think.
And I honestly would have loved to not have that creep Seth Green.
You're not a fan of Seth Green?
He's apparently a big creeper.
Is he? Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Apparently he has like a sex dungeon, and he would try to lure people into it.
All right. See, the luring part I'm against.
The
sex dungeon, whatever. You don't let your freak flag fly.
I would have loved to have Andrew WK voicing, because Andrew WK and Kat Dennings are married.
Are they really?
They're married in real life.
Oh, that's cool.
So I would have loved...
That's a pairing I never thought I would...
Right? I would have loved to have Andrew WK voice Howard the Duck.
I would have loved to have Kat... Never mind. Continue.
No, pause. I wonder what you were going to say.
I think we all know what I was going to say. Watch Shifting Gears on ABC.
Kat Dennings was saying that she wasn't getting a lot of work because studios were saying she was too ugly. And I was like... Uh-huh.
There's two good aspects about Kat Dennings. Her comedic timing.
And her eyes.
And her... Yes, thank you. Thank you for her eyes. That's exactly what I was going to say. Moving on. Congratulations to What We Do in the Shadows, the final season, clearly, because that's what we're talking about right now. Yes. You're just mad about my swag. For winning best...
I'm going to miss Creative Paper.
I need to watch all Matt Berry stuff now. I'm going to be honest.
Oh my god, dude. Him in the...
Clem Fandango.
Clem
Fandango.
Clem Fandango. Him in the IT crowd was fucking hysterical.
He was in Fallout 2 as well.
Yes.
You know? Everybody seems to forget that. I forgot that until right now. But yes, congratulations to What We Do in the Shadows. Final season. Winner of the Rudie Best Returning Television Show of 2024.
Congratulations to What We Do in the Shadows. I'll be seeing you on the floor to fight you, Nandor. Now to present wrestling. That's how the boys spell it, and that's how I read it. Here's TJ.
Thanks, Michael. I am here to present the Rudie for Best Wrestling Thing of 2024. The nominees are Cody Rhodes finishing the story, the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk feud, Nigel McGuinness returning at Wembley Stadium, the NXT and TNA crossover, and Damian Priest cashing in his Money in the Bank. And the winner is... the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk feud. Congratulations. Unfortunately, neither Drew, Punk, AJ Lee, or Larry are available, so here to accept the award, the RudeBoyz.
Oh yes, Tommy, in 2023, when CM Punk came back, did you think that you would be nominating him for Rudie in 2024?
No, because he was a 2D in 2023.
No, I think his return was nominated. But I think maybe him just being
his
in
whole
AEW. I think the whole AEW situation was a 2D.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
You didn't. You did not see that. And, I mean, this time last year, we were gearing up for a rumored CM Punk Royal Rumble win.
Uh-huh.
And WrestleMania main event against Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
But little did we know, the seeds were planted inadvertently that a young gentleman by the name of Drew McIntyre would involve himself with Mr. Phil Brooks
Yes.
into our feud of the year.
Yeah.
That only was really like 3 matches.
But the build up to those 3 matches.
Because that's the beautiful thing about wrestling.
Yeah.
Is when people are injured, there's still money to be made. And Drew would go and say that, like, I'm the man that injured CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
I dreamed for this to happen. I prayed for this to happen.
And I was like, he cut that promo. Yep. I was like, Jesus, dude.
He would go. I would love to see.
He's a fucking menace on social media, and I love him.
WWE Vault on YouTube does a thing where they call it the story of such and such. Like, they will do like the build up. They will do the matches involved. Like, it's almost like you're almost like getting like a best of video or DVD if those things existed still.
That was actually a really cool shot.
I didn't catch it. What, did he power slam him?
Kane power slammed Bob Holly, and JBL Bradshaw power bombed Ron Killings at the same time.
Oh, okay.
It was a very cool shot. Sorry.
Nice. That's okay.
We're talking wrestling still.
Drew McIntyre would then goad CM Punk into being a guest commentator for his upcoming World Heavyweight Championship match.
Yes.
Which would be his downfall, because he would win the match.
Yes.
Get beaten up, and then get cashed in on.
Yes.
By Drew McIntyre.
By Damian Priest.
By Damian Priest. Fast forward a little bit, Drew McIntyre wins Money in the Bank. Tries to cash in. Everybody forgets about this. Drew Mac tries to cash in on Damian Priest. CM Punk fucking ruins that.
I totally forgot.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Everybody forgets about that.
I totally forgot.
Because everybody's like, why did you give him the briefcase? He's going to lose it, dude. He doesn't need it. The story needed it.
I forgot Drew McIntyre won Money in the Bank. I was one of those people that was disappointed.
Right, because you're like, why does he need it?
Yeah.
Well, he needed it to advance the story, to put a little pin. Hey, guys, remember this? Remember this? Remember this whole feud? We're going to make money. Don't worry about it. So, and that goes
in the bank
it goes into Clash of the Castle, where Punk is a run-in special guest referee.
Yes.
Ruins Drew McIntyre beating Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get your classic trilogy. You get your it was just a regular one-on-one match, but a special guest referee with Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Then it was a strap match at the next pay-per-view, whatever the fuck it was. And then it was a Hell in a Cell match.
That Hell in a Cell match was so brutal.
Fucking good, bro.
It was so
Did you think
good.
Like this is I think a genuine highlight of this new Triple H era of WWE. Not to dick ride WWE. All right? But we like what we like.
Look,
we enjoyed this. This was well done.
If it deserves a dick riding, we're going to dick ride it.
That's okay. I you know what? I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that at all. This deserves dick riding, and it was well done. Yeah. I mean, seeds were planted again inadvertently
like
since January. disgusting what you just said. In the Royal Rumble, when Drew was the one to give Punk the DDT to injure himself, to miss WrestleMania, however, to ruin his WrestleMania moment, to then have Punk constantly hound Drew, and then Drew, obviously, with the whole stuff with the bracelet also, which was like I don't know, it was a little bit of like a MacGuffin or something, like just like a symbolic.
The fact that we had Dominic Mysterio being a MacGuffin for throughout 2024.
Oh, what, with Liv and Rhea?
Yeah,
that's another pretty good storyline. I'd have to say.
And then and a bracelet.
Yeah.
You know, like...
That was another
like
really
two
good storyline.
useless things being a MacGuffin.
I mean, listen, again, we've said it, or you've said it, Dominic Mysterio, the only person to turn heel while heel.
Serious.
He did it, you know what I mean? That was another pretty good story.
That was.
And then it kind of like ran its course a little bit, but what are you going to do? Because it's all about the reactions, and I think the Punk-Drew matches got reactions from the crowd. People wanted to see Punk back and kind of kick ass. They wanted to see Drew get his ass kicked like any good heel would. Like, that's really money, you know? Another good moment, and we kind of briefly touched upon it while we were talking about Drew and Punk, Damian Priest cashing in.
Yeah.
He was Money in the Bank
I'm a big
winner
Damian
of
Priest
2023. Fan. Yes, you are. Hence why it got nominated, and I love a good moment. We just had a good cash-in with Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown. That
was so good.
I love a good crowd gets behind the wrestler and they win their belt.
Have you seen pictures where it's just like Barbie and Oppenheimer Part 2?
Oh yeah, and it's Tiff and Rhea.
Rhea, yeah.
Very funny. I do like that. But yeah, Damian Priest cashing in at WrestleMania, second person to ever do so.
Yep. Seth Rollins the first.
Yep, and who was technically there because that was the belt he just lost. You know, it's funny, like the earlier Money in the Bank cash-ins, up until a certain year, were all somehow related to Edge. Like, Edge was the first one to cash in. He interfered to help Rob Van Dam win the second year. The third year, Edge cashed in because he beat Kennedy for it. And then, like, the fourth year, it like, Edge is somewhat tied to, I think Edge might have gotten cashed in fourth year or something like that. Like, it's like a weird, like, 6 degrees of separation.
Right, yeah.
This one now, you know, Seth was the last person to get, to cash in on at WrestleMania. But another good moment. Speaking of WrestleMania, speaking of good moments, Cody finishing the story finally.
Yep.
Did we think this was gonna... I don't even remember where we were in 2023 at WrestleMania 39 where Cody didn't win. Like, were we like...
I was high.
Okay, fine. I mean, I think I'm always of the mentality of, like, whatever, dude. Like, it's wrestling. I don't really have stock in it. You know what I mean? Like, there are some points. Drew not winning at Clash of the Castle 2023...
That was a kick in the balls.
That was a kick in the balls. Like, I thought that was like, you know, because we love Drew. We thought his whole championship run during COVID was a little marred. And this was going to be it. This was going to be his WrestleMania, and it didn't happen. Sure enough, it just it paved the way for a 1,000 plus day reign for Roman, which was, you know, and then hence the WrestleMania 39 win. This match was insane. The whole WrestleMania, like the 2-part, the tag team match plus both main events, I'll say, insane. And I think
I had to go back before I watched night 2.
Okay.
Like, I had to rewatch
watch the tag. Okay.
Dude, I was in and out on night 1.
Understandable. It was. I don't even.
It was at Cassidy Cash.
Yeah.
I was fucking. Once the pizza debacle was settled.
That's right.
That was such bullshit.
It happens.
But we got it fixed.
We did get it fixed.
I just went hog wild.
Yeah.
WrestleMania, baby! Woo!
But as far as like the main event of night 2, look at that. Of night 2, of having, oh my goodness gracious, Solo trying to interfere, and then Jimmy interfering, and then Jay coming to the rescue, and then Solo interfering, and then Cena coming to the rescue, and then final boss The Rock showing up, and then Undertaker. Like, the gong hits. Like, I think the gong hitting is the more surprising thing out of all of that. Like, Cena showing up, Cena, of course. But, like, Taker, you're like, why? Why not? Again, should have been glass shattering.
Can you
But I think it was the gong.
You fucking imagine if you heard it. I would have lost my shit.
That would have been.
I would have went 6 to midnight and around the clock.
Night Around the Clock. Another good title.
Like
I really should be writing these down.
Like meatspin.com. Like,
yeah, you need to. I gotta write these fucking down.
But apparently there were issues. Whatever the issues were, whether it was money or whatever, like blah blah blah. I don't give a shit. But still hearing the gong, despite political beliefs.
Fine. Yes.
Still hearing that gong was very fucking mind-shattering.
Yes,
like,
correct.
I
don't think you could have done what they did with Taker with Austin. You know, like, I think the gong hit, Taker pops in the ring, chokeslam done. That's it. If it was Austin, it would have been like a fucking... ATV, walk to the ring, whatever it was. It would have been like a whole fucking thing.
I think it would have...
And then it would have been...
I think it would have overshadowed
I think,
Cody.
honestly, I kind of think so too. Because we've
like,
always
Taker's
good,
said... But you got Austin.
Taker is a staple.
Yeah.
Austin is an icon.
Exactly.
Oh my god, he heard us. Austin,
wow.
Taker's showing up in the 2001 Rumble right now.
Yeah, we summoned Taker's name 3 times.
That's it.
Yeah, I do like the fact that he gave Rhea the rub when she won the belt.
I would love to give Rhea the rub. Sorry, set me up. Moving on.
But yeah, no, I honestly think it would have overshadowed Cody.
Yes, I agree. Yes, because Taker's Taker. Taker is a fucking, like I said, staple.
Taker's one of the gong hit, lights go down, gong hits.
Done.
In the ring, his thing. Lights go down, he gone.
It's a fucking Final Fantasy summon. That's it.
Exactly.
Yep, I love it.
Better than the Pokemon summon like Arn Anderson.
No, that is one of the top summons.
I know, that really is.
I love that so much. So we'll talk about, we'll scale it back. Well, let's talk about something different than WWE, like WWE hardcore. The NXT TNA crossover. We were talking about this a little bit in our...
You're saying let's step away from WWE.
Well, the big...
I thought you were going to go on to the other one.
No, but I will. I'm like stepping backwards.
And I'm like, cool, we're still in WWE.
I'm doing the Homer Simpson walk away, and I'm not yet into the bush right now. Rhea Ripley. But I would... the NXT TNA crossover.
Really good.
Which had started in 2024, which is now developing into some big, beautiful flower in 2025. Super cool. I mean, we can really pin it back to... I mean, you even want to talk about, like, Mickie James showing up at the Rumble that time, you know? Like, I think, like tensions kind of...
his face right now.
Yeah. Tensions definitely softened. You know, the Forbidden Door, brother. And honestly, I think the advent of AEW... caused WWE to be like, all right, like, what sort of, like, what goodwill can we have here? And I know Triple H has done a lot of that stuff with NXT UK, the Cruiserweight Classic, the Mae Young Classic.
Thank you for saying Mae Young.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was Mae Young.
Well, no, originally it was the Moolah.
No, it was the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royale. Yeah. But no, the actual tournament for women's wrestling was Mae Young.
Fabulous.
No, the Andre the Battle Royal. The Andre the Giant Battle Royale for women was going to be named the Fabulous Moolah.
Right.
You know, because one big bitch needed to be named after another big bitch.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. I mean, no disrespect to Andre.
What'd they name it then?
They just called it the Women's Battle Royal. And then guess what? They stopped doing it. Because they were like, yeesh.
You got the Rumble.
You got a Rumble, ladies, all right? And you got a Money in the Bank.
Pum.
But I think this really kind of... I mean, you can definitely see it started then. I think, Tom, my time frame is a little
it happened while it was still on USA.
What was? What did?
The TNA NXT.
When NXT was still in USA?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, no, correct. But I'm just saying, like, I think the Mickie James Rumble appearance, right, happened before, I think it happened before Kenny Omega won the TNA championship. Right, when he was like the belt collector? I think it was. I think. And then I think once AEW was kind of like done with TNA, NXT comes around.
Well, yeah, that's when because what, Gallows and Anderson were the
Gallows, the Good Brothers were
champs.
Yep.
And then they were like, all right, well, we're getting wind that you guys are going to WWE, so fuck you.
Well, I mean, Don Callis was like an executive vice president, I think, in TNA. Boner. He's also a boner.
He really fucking.
No, he kind of he gets high on his own supply. In a business where people get high on their own supply, he gets high on his own supply.
Seriously,
he's not good. Jackal, get over yourself. No wonder you got fired.
He's even a good wrestler.
I don't think he ever was. He a wrestler? He probably was like as a wrestler as much as the Brain was a wrestler.
Yeah, true.
But I think once AEW was kind of like done with TNA and moving on to like New Japan and stuff like that, then WWE via NXT were like, hey, TNA, what's going on?
Here's the thing.
But Jordan Grace, I know that had to have been the start of it, like when she showed up at the Women's Rumble 2023, I believe. Because she showed up in 2 years, if I remember correctly.
I believe, because
she was definitely in last year's. Because I know that was a big year with Jade and Naomi.
Did she show up at the first one?
No, not the first one. Mickey James was in one of the first ones.
Right? Yeah.
But I think, at when she was Impact Knockout champion.
The first one was where Beth Phoenix blonde hair turned red.
Oh yeah, she got
fucked
open.
Up.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was. I think Jordan Grace kind of coming into the Women's Royal Rumble was definitely the start of it, or maybe the feelers of like, oh, we can make some money here again. A business that wants to make money. I love it. She ended up, I think, wrestling. The next time she showed up was wrestling Roxanne Perez. Again, doing like a champion versus champion thing. Cool. And now like the wheels are spinning. I'm like, all right, what are we gonna get? We get like a little mini Rascals reunion, or MSK, whatever, whomever they're called,
Joe
or whatever.
Hendry.
Joe Hendry popping up.
That dude's a baller.
No Catch Quarter crew showing up at TNA. Santino having cool fucking vignettes and promos with his daughter, which is great. Like that stuff is cool. That stuff I like.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the future's bringing with the new deal.
Yes, I am.
Really am.
I am too.
I'm hyped for that.
I am too.
But I'm cautiously.
Because what?
I'm also cautiously.
Yes, because you're like, when you think about it, like, you have your talent in your own company. I understand you want extra exposure for everybody, of course. If somebody's not being used somewhere, let them try somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I have no problem with when wrestlers get released. By all means, go someplace else. It seems like Triple H has like that mentality. I know when Edge left, he was like, this was the right time. Like, Edge did what he had to do here. Yeah. He wants to do something else.
He brought us Judgment Day.
And he did. Well, yeah. He brought us Judgment Day.
No, he did. Which, I mean, Judgment Day for a while was like... I mean, despite what the bastardization is now... He also
brought us, like, tons of great ladder matches, tag team matches.
But I mean, I'm sorry, I meant current
Right, yes. Edge. No, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, let wrestlers, if they're not working out in a specific company, let them fucking dabble. You know what I mean? I know WWE has been sending guys to Japan, too. I know Shinsuke did a stint in, not New Japan, I think All Japan.
So did...
Omos is over there.
So did, what's his name? Josh Briggs?
Yeah, one of the guys from NXT also, yes.
He did a stint. He was like in one of their big tournaments.
One of the new Lions Cups, I think. The same with I forget the dude's name.
And he brought one of the Japanese wrestlers back over.
Right. Like that's cool. Like, you know,
I'm saying he brought him back over like on a boat. Yeah.
I understand what you mean. Yeah. No, but I think wrestling should be fluid like that.
Yeah,
like, I think this tribalism that people have over wrestling is the fucking dumbest. Like, yeah, of course you want your team to win, but like, don't you want the business to succeed?
Sure,
like,
yeah.
I've been watching.
I know you're a nerd, but yes,
this is gonna sound. Well, yeah, I'm a dork and I'm a believer, and everybody should succeed. There was this one interview recently Matt Cardona did with that Ariel Hawaii guy. Murdering his name.
Wow. Why don't you just call him Moana? Like, Jesus! Jesus Christ!
The name starts with an H, and
Yeah,
there's a
you said Ariel, you fuck!
Yeah, well, I literally think his first name is Ariel.
Ariel, you said.
Ariel, yeah. That's what
Like
Little Mermaid.
I'll see. Yeah.
I know what he said. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. You fucking. Oh my god.
Look at the guy's name. Look at
I
the
don't
guy's
care
name.
enough. You're an idiot. And you hit the wrong button, which I love.
I didn't know. The nation just applauded your brilliance. There's no buttons. This is a live studio audience.
Yeah, okay.
No, what I'm talking about is Matt Cardona got interviewed, and he was talking about how like the advent of AEW brought a lot of people jobs. You know, in addition to wrestlers, fucking production people, seamstresses, you know, makeup people, you know, like the business is booming, you know what I mean? So like that is great, and like the wrestlers should also benefit of that. If they're not being used, go someplace else.
Just
spread your
politics because he wants to be rehired.
I mean, sure, of course they do, but like I think again that's a good. What are you gonna be like? No, there should be one wrestling company and that's it. Like no, it's like the territories, my bro. Like I think. Listen, I wasn't alive during the territory days. I think nowadays to follow that shit, that'd be fucking dope. You know?
Did you just say tribalism is bad? Yeah,
yes.
You want to watch the...
Yeah, but I'm rooting for the business. I'm not rooting for this guy. That's what I'm saying.
Sounds like you contradict yourself a little bit.
No,
okay.
Okay, let me talk about this. I want the fluidity of the territories. If someone's not making money someplace, go someplace else.
Gotcha.
And they should be allowed to. They should be unionized and have health care and everything like that.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, I guess so.
What was I gonna say?
No idea.
I was saying during the pre-show that, you know, like I would love to see AJ challenge Nick Nemeth for the TNA title because he loves TNA.
Yeah, of course.
AJ
He's got lots of,
but he left because
of bullshit.
The Owl.
Yes.
You
mean Dixie Carter?
No, the Anthem.
Oh. Get your damn hands up.
Huh?
What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
This is the Anthem. Get your damn hands up. Jay-Z. It's a song.
Oh
yeah, no, JC's canceled. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Bad boy.
Yeah. Bad boy for life.
God damn it! And on that note,
well, no. We still speaking of tribalism.
No, I know.
We talked a whole lot of WWE, a little bit of TNA.
No. But I would love this because like apparently AJ's been backstage at like TNA for like a lot of their pay-per-views.
Yeah, because like why not, dude? Like who cares? Like let them fucking cook. Like let them do their thing. You know they want to perform. Let them perform. You know let them wrestle. Let them fucking go out there and cut a promo. Let them go out there fucking. Go through 6 tables. Who cares? You know, if they're getting paid, they love what they're doing. They get paid for it. Undertaker riding his motorcycle all the way back. That's cool. Let him do that
out there.
Well, no, I get that, but like, I guess that's the mystery, you know. Like we said, we talked a whole lot about WWE, a little bit about TNA. The one AEW related thing that was nominated for the Rudies was Nigel McGuinness returning at Wembley Stadium. Neither of us saw. This was what, All Out? All In? One of them?
I don't know.
One of them. It doesn't matter. Balls Out. This was during one of their many year-round Battle Royale gauntlet matches. Don't know a whole lot about it. However, know about the history of Nigel McGuinness, a Ring of Honor legend.
Champion.
A gentleman who had a stint in TNA, had to retire due to health reasons.
Yes.
And because AEW has some sort of magic medical mystery machine where it allows all these people who have retired to magically come back to life and come back to wrestling. Looking at you, Edge and Bryan Danielson and Saraya and...
When are we bringing back fucking Macho Man?
I knew you were going to say a dead person. I knew you were going to say a dead person.
to like fucking take Hulk Hogan out.
Oh, he really should. Honestly, I would love. I know we said you don't like Frankenstein motifs. I would love a homunculus Frankenstein motif of Macho Man, Iron Sheik, Andre the Giant. We could Roddy.
Everyone that hates Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Like we call it the new Dungeon of Doom.
I like it.
Or something like the Engine of Doom. But Nigel McGuinness
Hogan's
returning at
Doom.
Wembley, I think was an excellent moment. Got Oasis back together apparently. Yeah, well, because his music played, and which is I guess Oasis. I don't know. And
you tell me.
I guess
you've seen him live.
Have I?
Yeah.
When?
At Hammerstein Ballroom.
Oasis?
No.
Oh.
Nigel McGuinness.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I couldn't be like,
fucking-
oh yeah, that was
You
Oasis.
fucking, yeah, I know. We already said you're lyric blind because you're a dumb
exactly.
fuck.
So like, I don't know who the fuck. I saw Nigel McGuinness live. We also saw him at a fucking Westbury too.
Did we?
Desmond. Oh no, we saw Desmond Wolfe at Westbury.
Are they high or drunk?
He was there. He wrestled Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I was gonna say Christopher Danielson.
Yeah, I was having car issues. My mind wasn't in the
Oh,
game.
you were having car issues that day.
Shut the fuck up.
Again, maybe Oasis. I don't know. But apparently the
bottle
music
at you.
played at Wembley, and then I guess those brothers who always fight, they're like, oh wow.
Tonight's gonna be the day.
Is that Oasis?
Yeah.
Is that Coldplay?
No, that's Champagne Supernova.
That's Oasis? I see. I have no fucking clue.
Champagne Supernova
I'll shut the
is
fuck
Oasis.
up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah, please do.
Nigel McGuinness coming out though in London to his music at Wembley Stadium. Really cool. Good for you. Good moment. Unfortunately, not the winner of the Rudy Best Wrestling Thing of 2024. What'd you say?
I need to look up to see who does Nigel McGuinness.
We're gonna check that out, and we're gonna be right back, Nation. Alright, so that does it for the Rudies proper. Before we get to the Tooties, which is the worst of the year, we're going to go on over to the RudeNation Rocks the Rudies. This is our Instagram exclusive polls that we have for things that happened in 2024. Tom's not making a boo-boo face because of the RudeNation Rocks the Rudies. It's this beer we just opened and bought.
Weird.
It's called
Let's
Munster
just take a
Fest
sip.
by Three Floyds. It has a fun hologram cover that Tom made, and it's illegible, but let's clink it up and let's try it out.
Doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah,
It's a lager.
it's a lager. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Well, you buy the label. You buy the label, you get the fucking beer. That's
Yeah,
it.
good. Fucking peel it off.
So
Fucking frame it.
for nominated the Wolverine Award for Best Adapted Wolverine Return, we have Carl Dodd from X-Men '97, the voice actor, obviously,
Cal.
and Hugh Jackman. Fuck you. And
It's
Hugh Jackman.
Cal, you fuck.
What did I say? Carl?
Yeah.
I was retarded. Cal Dodd. Cal Dodd sounds like a Star Wars character. I'm sorry.
Cold Dawn.
Okay, relax.
That sounds like a stupid Star Wars character.
All right, relax, okay?
It's
Okay.
already passed.
And Hugh Jackman, fresh off the Rudies win for Best Movie of 2024, as his return... Oh, relax. Return as Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine. And the Rude Nation says... Hugh Jackman in Deadpool and Wolverine, winner of that Rude Nation Rocks the Rudies. I don't think I'm going to press those buttons any further, because that's a lot of buttons.
Yeah, I'll press him.
Oh, okay, there you go, Tommy. All right. Oh,
As good
let's
as
keep
Cal
going.
Dodd is, if that was like Steve Bloom, I think.
Honestly, I think a lot of it was because he's a lot older. Don't get me wrong. So are we, from watching X-Men the Animated Series, X-Men '97. There just wasn't enough of him. So, like, when I think Stacy Keibler's on our television screen, we're easily distracted right now. There was obviously more Hugh Jackman in Deadpool and Wolverine than I thought Cal Dodd was in X-Men '97. Again, good. a little older, a little more gruffier. There definitely wasn't as much Wolverine as you think you would get in X-Men 97, but also X-Men's an ensemble cast. You don't need the whole thing. Like, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine was billed as, you know, like, so this is obviously no disrespect to Cal Dodd, but I think Hugh Jackman was just...
Right place, right time.
Right place, right time. Exactly. Moving on. Best new Star Wars droid buddy who might kill you, a.k.a. the HK-47 Award, named after the assassin droid from Knights of the Old Republic. We have SM-33 from Skeleton Crew, which is leet speak for Smee, by the way, for those who didn't realize that. Captain Hook's first mate. And ND5 from Star Wars Outlaws, who is a B-2 battle droid. He's that guy.
You skipped one.
Did I?
Best singing witch?
Well, I'm going based off of the Instagram stuff.
I'm going based off the list.
Well, I'm going based off of the fucking... It was a tie. How much of a bummer that drum roll was.
No, that was my wrap it up button.
Oh, okay,
for you.
Cool. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the results, a lot of people voted for Outlaws. That I'm surprised they did. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe people voted more for Outlaws than they saw Skeleton Crew. Again, Star Wars is at a weird spot where, like, Outlaws was good. Skeleton Crew was also good.
Nick,
Acolyte wasn't good, but you know what I mean. Like,
there was no droid in Acolyte.
You had, like, that little dumb fucking, like...
Fuck him.
Yeah, no, exactly. Acolyte, there was a lot of...
Anything involving the Acolyte, fuck it.
There you go. Well, what about Darth Plagueis? You might have seen Darth Plagueis, Tom.
Fuck him.
And you might have seen hot fucking Asian Sith guy, you know?
Fuck him.
All right, cool. Moving on. The next we had on the Instagram, Best Story with Singing Witches. We had from Marvel Television, Agatha All Along, and from... the movies, Wicked, Part 1, and our winner is, and shall be, Agatha All Along, Best Story with Singing Witches, Best Doe-Eyed Badass, Starlet of the Year, we have Ella Purnell, the star of Fallout, and Kristen Melody, star of The Penguin. Both are very striking, beautiful young women, and the winner is... Kristen Melody, robbed out of the Golden Globes, but, you know, you can sleep soundly now that you've won a Rudie, our Instagram version of a Rudie. Moving on, worst performance. This is funny to me. I really put these awards to just pop me. Worst performance by an old man. Mike Tyson in the Jake Paul fight, and Joe Biden.
Fight, not flight.
Fuck off, all right? God, you have one misspeak in front of him. Oh my God.
Oh really? You fuck.
Mike Tyson in the Jake Paul fight versus Joe Biden in his presidential debate, and the winner / loser / makes
America
us all
lost.
sad is Joe Biden. Which, I mean, says a lot about us, says a lot about the nation. This is as political as we get.
Not yet.
I love the fact that I put Hurt by Johnny Cash on this. That's the thing. I like to have fun with this. I like to have fun.
Johnny Cash, the only old white man I'll trust.
And George Carlin? I feel like you would trust George Carlin.
Yeah, George Carlin, yeah.
The We're Creatively Bankrupt, so please come back and take all this money award. The Rock for WrestleMania 40, because at that point, we didn't know Cody was finishing the story.
We didn't know where WWE was going.
Correct. Also that true, too. And Robert Downey Jr. for Dr. Doom. And the winner is, voted by the Rude Nation, Robert Downey Jr. for Dr. Doom.
I mean, he's a variant.
Well, yes, that's easy for us to say, but also, like, you know, we could have a whole debate about this fucking ad nauseum, but we'll move on because this is the Rude Nation Awards.
Mm-hmm.
And finally,
quick and short, like us.
Yep. And speaking of keeping it short, I'm not going to continue that sentence. Best Latina to give terrible birth to an awful horror baby. Jenna Ortega in Beetlejuice, and Isabella Marced for Alien Romulus, and voted Jenna Ortega in Beetlejuice. I'd like to think this is probably biased just based off of, because I think as far as births are concerned, Isabella Marced's was way more vicious than weird, wacky Beetlejuice baby climbing the walls, but yikes, yeah. Both were pretty jarring, and both were also very much these are both Latina actresses giving birth to horrible horror babies. So, there you go. Hence why they were nominated for the RudeNation Rocks the Rudies. RudeNation, we thank you each and every year, each and every episode for participating in our dumb, stupid polls that make us laugh and hopefully give you good content on our Instagram and especially our Discord, bit.ly/RudeBoyz Discord. This is me doing the clapping sound. Yep, drop the bomb, drop the ball. You know what, Tom? Let's talk about some bombs.
I couldn't find it! I have no light here!
Let's talk about bombs. Let's talk about some tooties.
Sure.
Perfect. We've been dragging it all goddamn episode, The Acolyte, and rightfully so.
Yeah. But you know what? I feel like the tooties are kind of like the Special Olympics. Everyone gets an award.
Okay.
So, yes, The Acolyte gets the top award.
Okay.
For one of the worst things in 2024.
And this has nothing to do against, people of color or different voices or this and that.
Or lesbian witches.
Yeah. It just wasn't good.
It just was poorly written.
It just was not good.
It was poorly written, poorly acted. It was just garbo.
The best things out of it
was Folgers in your cup.
Some of the lightsaber fights, but not even that was good.
Yeah.
There is. I honestly can't think of anything really the most redeeming. Maybe this probably was good concept art. That they were oh yeah, let's make... And a cool idea, but nothing about it was good. And again, it white, black, Asian, it doesn't matter. It just was not a good story. It was not executed good. Well, it was just why,
Yeah.
And you had the keys of the kingdom of doing an old Republic or a High Republic story. I'm sorry.
Such a good opportunity.
Yes. You had the window to the world to just tell a story.
The Skeleton Crew blew you out of the water.
But I think and unfortunately Skeleton Crew's getting a lot of the flack is because people are definitely Star Wars burnt out. And I think that starts obviously with the sequel trilogy was just mishandled, and things like Book of Boba Fett and now Acolyte, and people are just Star Wars, that's my Star Wars. All right, relax, guy. Yeah. But, we see it all the time. I have no problem with Rey as a character. I have no problem with Kahori and What If. White guys, fucking get over it. But, I can't defend Acolyte. Acolyte was just not good.
Either. Yeah, exactly.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Another tootie is Madam Web and the whole Sony Spider-Man.
Yes,
you want to talk garbage?
We were saying that every movie we've seen that came out this year should be nominated for Rudy, and then I was maybe not every movie because Madam Web was just so boring. And I think, jokes aside, you legit
fell asleep on me.
If you wrote on a list on a piece of paper that you're gonna have a spin-off Spider-Man movie, okay? With Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney and Isabella Marced and Emma Roberts,
right?
And they're gonna be latex superheroes, and it's Madam Web and Spider-Woman and not Silk. Oh my God, Spinneret, I think her name is. I forget. Spider-Girl also. Okay, cool. I'm down. I was legitimately, character aside.
It's boner inducing.
But all that aside, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm cool with
Uh-huh.
that. Tell me more Spider-Man stories that don't necessarily have to do with Spider-Man. If this is your way around, like, not telling a Spider-Man story, but having Spider people in it, great.
But tell me a good Spider-Man story without
and
Spider-Man.
this was just so boring. And it was also, like, in the 90s, also kind of like a prequel to, like, oh, this is Uncle Ben, this is Ben Parker, or whatever, like, okay, or whatever, or not Ben, or Peter, or Benjamin Parker, whoever fucking Adam Scott was supposed to be. Again,
He was supposed to be Ben Parker.
So boring.
Yeah.
So boring.
Even though Ben Parker worked for a local free union, as they said in the Sam Raimi. He was an electrician.
Well, he might have not have been unionized.
Oh, shut
Listen,
up.
don't get me involved with that. I'm sorry.
trying-
You're trying to steer me away from.
I'm trying to give the union props.
You should.
Right.
Always, without having to be forced to.
I'm not being forced to.
Okay, well. Anywho.
Oh my god. God, I'm trying to give your fucking world credit, and you're just trying to discredit
Why are you
me.
trying? Can we drag Madam Web without you dragging my lifestyle?
No.
Okay. Why? Because I purchased that movie for like $20 or something like that.
And you
Because
fell
I'm a
asleep during
psychopath. Yes, I did fall asleep during Madam Web because it was so.
But it was
fucking
your fucking idea to watch
boring.
it.
Yes, because it was my idea to go to the theaters, and once reviews hit, and it was so. The worst thing a movie can be,
But it was
is
also
boring.
It was also after an electric job that should have taken 20 minutes.
100%.
Took 6 hours.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, drag my union again for
I'm not
improperly
dragging your union, I'm dragging
improperly
you.
teaching me.
I'm dragging
I
you.
understand. I'm joking around.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get on your unions later.
I think once reviews hit that the movie was just boring.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing a movie could be. That's the worst thing a wrestler could be, is boring.
Yeah.
You know, hate me, love me, give me a reaction. Movie, let me feel something. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You had Sydney Sweeney buttoned up to the neck. I feel zero. You have a stilted script. You have zero funny stuff. You have just a boring, dumb idea. You have, like, Ezekiel, who like, you could have twisted to be, like, some sort of evil Spider-Man. You did a shit job at that. You did the one cool thing of, like, when he was, like, standing on the ceiling and then flipped. Like, all right.
Cool. I've seen
That's
that
it.
in
I've seen a
numerous
GIF of that. Like, you're done.
I've seen
literally the best part of your movie.
I've seen Tobey Maguire do that. I've seen Andrew Garfield do that.
No, but the way they, like, filmed it was, like...
Shut up.
Especially because he was, like,
Stop.
sinister.
Stop trying to give it credit.
I'm not. Jesus, that was right on his neck.
Christ.
Oh,
And
my
nose.
God. Sorry, watching William Regal vs. Edge, 2003 Royal Rumble. 2, yes, you're right. Madam Web was boring, and then this also ties into the death thereof of the Sony and rest in piss, the Sony Spider-Man spin-off universe, whatever the fuck we're calling
Not
it.
so much.
Stop.
Not so much, dude.
They said that's it. After Craven, they're done.
Yeah, but they are releasing. They're still releasing stuff.
Oh no, yeah. Don't get me wrong. They still
But
have.
they're not going to be releasing villain stuff.
Yes.
or side
So they still
characters.
have.
So we're gonna.
They still have Across the Spider-Verse.
We may still see these characters show up.
Stop. They still
We
have Across the
may-
Spider-Verse.
We may still see Dakota Johnson.
STOP.
show
Stop.
up.
Listen, the best thing you've ever did was motivate me to write you a better story. That and that's the bet. You've done God's gift right there from having me actually put pen to paper and have me put my brain thoughts
Dude doesn't
into
even
words.
read.
Exactly. You did the unthinkable and made me try to fix you, and you did not do it. You spit in my face. And you know what? And I think the worst sin the Sony Spider-Man movies did was you had your boys turned off from comic book movies. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Morbius was like literally the razor's edge. Like, we saw it and we had a fun time. Madam Web hits. We're like, do we see it? Do we see it? Do we see it? Do we see it? Reviews come. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Immediately hit streaming. I fall asleep. Like, that's it. We don't see Venom 3 after having an okay time and 2 RudeBoyz go to the movies for the first 2. We don't see Craven, who is Tommy's favorite Spider-Man villain, regardless of adaptation or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you've done to us. If anything, you've also highlighted how good the animated movies are, how good the Spider-Verse movies are, because that's really what you should be sticking with.
How good the MCU stuff is.
Also, yeah, how good not your shit is.
You've also motivated us to do RudeBoyz Go to the Movies for your shit movies.
More or less, yeah. I mean, we've only done them for the 2. We haven't done.
Yeah, but we're gonna do them for Venom. We're gonna do it for Craven. Because you're a fucking sucker.
Well, but here's the thing: if the movies are boring,
we'll do them.
No. I'm not motivated to do it. If it's boring, if I'm just watching it, I'm just like, why?
Well,
if I'm watching it and wasting my time, that's the worst thing a movie can be. Even if I'm not joking about it.
8 fucking years we've been wasting our time, God.
Well, understandable, but I'm also having a good time, you know?
Yeah, but come on, guy.
All right, fine. But yes, rest in piss, the Sony Cinematic Spider-Man universe. We look forward to your Across the Spider-Verse threequel with Shamir Moore, who seems to just really be really putting his foot in his fucking mouth.
Turned into a piece of shit.
I don't know about a piece of shit. He just seems to be saying some real weird, simpy shit. And also Spider-Man Noir, which is live action for some reason, and also starring Nicolas Cage.
Kind of looking forward to that.
Well, calm down.
It's Amazon. Amazon does fairly good stuff.
Amazon is not really... Again, I'm worried about the Zelda movie, but like the only thing keeping me afloat is that Nintendo's involved. So I get it. If another company has...
say the only thing keeping you interested was Aviar Red.
Zero. That's like the anchor holding me down into the ground, trying to drown me. Shigeru Miyamoto's trying to bring me up for air. You stink.
Dude, that was so
Did that go in the fan? What the fuck was that? Sounded like Mousetrap the game. What the fuck was that?
Yo, that went in the fan.
Ping, boom, bing, 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 bing. Were you playing Plinko? What the fuck was
that
shit?
Fucking Mousetrap is such fucking... so aggravating.
It's a fun game. It's a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, but if you move the table, it's over.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
Next and certainly, but least, speaking of rest in piss, the last 2D is America.
Yeah, Mamma Mia, bro.
You are such deplorable, disgusting, fucking human fucking beings.
I might have to edit this after, because we're posting this the 21st. I might have to clean this up.
I'm not going to say anything bad.
We're recording on the 18th, by the way, 2 days before the American inauguration.
The fact that you voted with fear and hate in your hearts, you're all fucking garbage, and I hope you all get exactly what you deserve. And everyone that voted for this Cheeto piece of shit and the First Lady, Elon Musk, can go fuck yourselves.
There you go. That's the takes you get from the RudeBoyz Power Up Plus. And
the Rudies.
I welcome our Orange Overlord.
You fucking pansy. Really? What? Let your girlfriend hear that part, what you just said.
No, I don't. I
That's the only part you're going to edit.
I fear for... Yep, exactly.
You fear your girlfriend more than you fear...
I have to go now. My planet needs me. Somehow the RudeBoyz died on their way home. Listen, I am cautiously pessimistic for the state of our nation.
Look,
and
all I gotta say is last time this shit happened, there was a global pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when I'm seeing commercials on the news for the Japanese theater Shinyon. That also...
What the fuck are you talking about? Are you okay?
No.
What are you talking about? You have a stroke?
Maybe.
Okay. Continue.
This all... It's all a global fucking just... It's just a miraculous piece of shit that's forming right now.
I'm going to write that down as a title.
I'm so happy that our freedom of speech has been taken away from us.
Well, what are you talking about?
In an hour and 10 minutes. TikTok.
I know, we haven't gotten our 200-day streak.
That's what I'm more upset about.
Hopefully the servers just stay online for that, and then that's it. Mm-hmm. It's a shame.
We need 4 more.
We're that close. We should have planned this ahead.
Well,
I mean, there's no way to know.
Yeah,
I
well,
literally already forgot what you said that I wanted to type as a title.
miraculous piece of shit.
Miraculous piece of shit. Thank you so much, Tom. You're good.
And
Piece
that
of shit
is the Rudies for 2024.
Yeah, we don't mean to put you on a down note like that, Nation, but this is also almost 3 hours.
But fuck America. I say what you're thinking.
This is the deal. I love this country. I hate the people that run it. That's really what it comes down to. You could, you love the tools, hate the people. Like, that's just how it is. And if you do not like how things go, I truly believe, and this is maybe my rose-tinted glasses, which I've said that a lot about, this year alone, just the medical world and the government officials and everything like that. I feel like people do really want to try their best, and they cannot because their hands are tied. And I think going into this year and going into this era of America, things are going to be a lot of tied up, and a lot of hands are going to be tied of a lot of different skin tones of people, and I just want, and I hope that people just be mad and be loud and come together. I think we are divided, but your boys see eye to eye all about a lot of things, and we hope everybody comes together, the RudeNation. Anyway, this has been my platform for this awards session, this award, and that's it. I don't mean to end on a note like that, but
no, fuck that.
Yeah, but we've been almost going 3 hours.
We got 3 minutes to kill.
I know. Well, we got almost 2 minutes. Should we just kill until? Well, I'm gonna add music and shit, so it's gonna. Be 3 hours
so it'll be 3 hours.
All right, so we're gonna kill it right now. RudeNation, thank you so much for joining us for this extra epic long episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus, episode 178. This is the big time Rudies episode. Next time on the Rudies, it's a staple, baby. It's the hype train coming into station.
I really feel like you should have the whistle.
The whistle, I know. I saw it. It was over there. There was no way I was going to run over there, get it, come back, hit the whistle.
You said hype twice. And you have failed twice at it. This is what I deal with every fucking year when it comes to the RudeNation, or the Rudies, or the
RudeBoyz hype train.
This has been a presentation of the RudeBoyz Podcast Network.
Oops.